Hey, so welcome to the Part-Time Players podcast. This is episode 12. This is the casual gaming podcast where two pals discuss video games. If you're interested or this sounds good to you, please subscribe or like on any services that you obviously get your podcast from. Obviously, my name is Reese Lagden, and I'm obviously joined by my co-host, Brad. How are you doing today, Brad?
Hi Reese, yeah, I'm good, thanks. I like the little professional plug we put in at the top.
I know, well, 2 weeks in a row now. Let's make it 3 next week, we'll see.
It's good, yeah.
Yeah, how are you, anyway?
Yeah, good, thank you. We'll talk about it later on, but maybe I finished a game this week. So.
Oh, wow. What game would that be?
Yeah, special.
Stay tuned.
Spider-Man. It was Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, oh, wow,
yeah.
Really? You finally beat inside Fallen Order, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. What have you? Would you want me to go first with what I've been up to this week?
Yeah, that was the question I asked you.
Yeah, okay. So, gaming. I've been doing a little bit of gaming. So playing Ghost of Tsushima, trying to get that finished before this week. Yep. Stay tuned to see if it happened or not, but it did. I've done a little bit of DIY this week, actually.
Okay, that sounds interesting. What kind of DIY you been doing?
Well, I went to IKEA and went to IKEA after working at home since March. I actually finally thought it was time to buy a desk.
Oh wow!
So,
Okay,
the table I was using was just too small, so I invested in an actual proper.
Just using
desk.
a stool.
It's like you've seen it when you was around my old place. It's like a fold-up table, like a little portable table. It's a white thing, but it's just too short. Okay. So I invested in a desk, built that. That was
nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's done that. And then today we had to buy. We bought a new TV today for the living room.
Okay.
And then we had to go out and buy a new TV unit because the TV was too big for the TV unit we had.
Okay.
So
just
nice.
You feel very manly at the moment. You've been doing some real manly.
Yeah, building a bit of flat pack furniture. I've got an ABS sensor on the way for my car, so I've got a bit of mechanics.
Did you need some help from the missus, or
No, she went to bed while I was making it. So
it was too stressful. You were just swearing and
Yeah, no, I was actually. I know some people struggle with flat pack furniture, but if you follow the instructions, especially IKEA, you literally can't go wrong. It's so easy.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's just.
Although I get a little bit cocky, and I almost think I don't need the instructions anymore.
Yeah.
And then I end up doing something wrong because I've missed a step, or I have made a mistake a few times where I just kind of.
I'm pretty sure you helped me build a wardrobe once, and didn't we put the handles on back to front? I think I'm
not taking blame for that.
I think we put the handles on back to front.
Yeah, but we did.
Yeah, and if there's any noise now, sorry, I do apologise in advance. My brother's outside doing some other DIY, so.
Oh wow! Okay.
But he's a qualified carpenter, so he's
Oh, he's a real man.
Yeah, he's actual. He's got a trade, so that's what he does. But other than that, just the usual, really. What about you?
Yeah, same old. I haven't been doing anything exciting, like building anything, other than my Legos. I've got my Lego. No, I'm joking.
Nothing wrong with Legos
as well. I've been trying to plug away at the platinum.
Okay, yeah.
Though with that, when you beat a game, and you kind of I would normally be done with something. And now it feels like a bit of a chore because I'm a little not silly, but I don't know. Do every fox stain, do every side mission, and there's a lot of them.
I'm going to talk about that later on. Yeah, I'm going to bring that up later on about trying to get the platinum. So
there is a lot. It seems quite attainable, which it is.
It's
doing it in bits, a bit of a grind, and taking my time, and it's a bit of a grind. I feel a little bit like that with the Spider-Man one in the end because I feel like I was really close to it. And it got to this point where I was like, I was done with the game, but then I had to play it bit by bit, and I did eventually do it, but it's just, I don't know, it's just taking longer than I thought it would need to take.
Yeah.
So I've been playing that a bit. Also been playing, what else have I been playing? Destiny.
Okay, yep.
Usual stuff, just been doing the Solstice stuff, once again grinding away with that. So, although I'm kind of feeling a little bit, I feel like this with a lot of, whenever there's an eve or a new game coming out, and obviously that game being Avengers for me, And because I've got the digital deluxe or digital edition or whatever it is, I get to play it 72 hours early, so I get to play it tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I know when you're on an eve, like a game you can't wait to play, it's kind of like, I don't really want to play anything else, and everything else I'm playing is just kind of like, oh, I don't really want to play that, I want to play that.
Yeah.
And then I'm just kind of like, I don't know, I'm just not enjoying anything else I'm doing until that kind of comes out. So yeah, that's really.
So that's going to be the review. You're going to do like a little review for that next week, obviously.
Yeah, I can do my early impressions.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit like not a live service. Well, I guess it is a live service type game. It's difficult to review the whole thing just within like the first couple of days. So I can definitely say my opening thoughts of what I think of it, which I'm sure will be not much different from what it was from the beta. I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit more polished because there was quite a few bugs. Doing the beta. So I'm going to be playing that. So I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent.
My player's 4 or whatever. So it's good.
Sweet. So we've got news now. We'll start off the news with.
So before we do start the news...
Oh, sorry. I just kind of cut you off because I was bored of you talking, if I'm honest with you. Sorry.
Cheers, mate. All right. Well, for the rest of the podcast, for the next hour and a half, I'll just let you ramble on. Just talk to yourself, yeah?
That's right, that's fine, yeah.
We'll enjoy that. We'll just call it the Brad episode. The Part-Time Player by Brad, you know?
Yeah.
At the top of the show, just want to address a very sad news of the passing of Chadwick Boseman. Obviously, you famously played Black Panther. Quite shocking. Obviously, we're not going to dwell on it too much because obviously we just want to get on with our gaming news and a bit more of an upbeat podcast. But we thought we'll just address it, both of us, and just say we're a little bit shocked. Obviously, as probably most people are, and as we're a fan of the Marvel movies and obviously his role as Black Panther. It was just shocking. Obviously, for someone of his age as well, although I was quite shocked of how old he was. Obviously playing a superhero, you expect someone, and he's obviously fitness, I guess you're only in your 30s. Was he 30s or 40s? No,
he was 43, yeah.
Yeah, exactly, 43, and you kind of think of, I don't know, I guess our perception of age has kind of changed because I think we're a lot younger than what our age, do you know what I mean? Like, it used to be quite a big deal when you turn 30. Someone that is going to be turning 30, it seems like we're a lot younger because obviously health and stuff. So obviously it's still very young to be passing away at that age. But
it's really
very sad news and shocking.
It's really I got up Saturday and it was I always check the news in the morning and it was on there and it was like one of obviously you see actors and all like just famous people, not actors, but anyone in like the public spotlight, and you see that they've died. It's always sad, but this one was kind of like, oh shit, this is someone, like you say, was young and has been in prevalent in in films like really recently. So big shock. Not just obviously one of the bigger roles was like the Black Panther, but he was also in a film called 21 Bridges that I saw a few months ago. That was a really good film. So it was just a bit of a shock and sad, and like we say, we just thought we'd address it. I was gonna before I wasn't gonna jump straight into the news. I was gonna lead with this, but so I don't just seem completely callous, like no into the news. But it was shock, like you say, young, and to think he had it while he was filming, like getting treatment on that while he was filming, and
respect to the man.
Yeah,
he's a lot braver than I imagine I would be in that situation, or to keep that to yourself and not even tell anybody, and maybe people were aware of it and they obviously respected his wishes not to make it public. Maybe it helped him through the treatment, not sitting in a hospital, actually playing a superhero,
keep him busy,
and playing these big roles in the part of the Marvel movies. I know what I would rather do, sit in a hospital or be a part of the MCU, and obviously he chose to be a part of that, and respect to the man's legacy, and very sad. And obviously we're not going to see him again.
Sad.
And obviously I imagine there would have been a Black Panther 2, which is now won't happen, and he would have been a part of the other Avengers and etc., which is also sad. So to him and his family and stuff. Anyway, on with the show and a little bit lighter topics, I suppose. Do you want to kick it off with the news this week, Brad?
So I've got here is apparently Nintendo's going to be releasing an upgraded model of the Switch next year. So I suppose you got Switch 1.5 next year. No, I don't think there's any dates or anything yet, but they just said it's going to be after the next gen consoles come out, and they're going to have a new lineup of games as well. So and it's just going to be more computing power and be able to do 4K. That's what's rumoured. So yeah, maybe that's why we're not seeing any big game releases lately, because they're holding it back for the announcement of the or you could call it Pro Switch or whatnot. So yeah, that's it's good news, as long as you don't have to, because I know the 3DS, when they done the 3DS, there were certain games they brought out later on in the 3DS's life that if you had the original 3DS you couldn't play. So as long as they're not doing that with the Switch, because let's face it, so many people have the Switch. Yeah. For them to then, if you want to get Zelda 2, by the way, you have to go out and buy a new, Switch 1.5. Yeah. It's that'd be a bit of a dick move, but looking forward to the, as long as I can play them, looking forward to the new games that they're going to be announced. Maybe a Metroid in there, a Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah. I don't know if I think it probably is going to be a new Switch and maybe a little bit better version. But I don't see it being 4K. That seems like a little bit of a big jump. Yeah. And like you said, if they did do that, to then actually benefit from the actual upgrade, it would have to cut out the original Switch. Yeah. Seems such... I don't know, you might as well call it a Switch 2. Like, it has to be a new console.
But that's what they're
not...
It
can't be a 1.5, because it has to then... If it's a 1.5 or a Pro version, you've still got the game's still got to be available on the original Switch. And if they're on the original Switch, then there's no point, because it's only 720p. Does it go up to 1080p on TV?
I think it's 1080 on the TV. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like I say, it's this is what I read. Yeah, they didn't say it's a new console. They said it is an upgrade.
1.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So excited for that. Excited for the games mainly. As long as I can play them on my old Switch, because
Switch,
original. Because obviously I got it a couple of months after it launched. So
sure.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm kicking it old school with my Switch. So, but we'll wait and see. No dates of when they're going to announce or anything. All they just said was I think it was like early next year. So maybe maybe the back end of 2020. I'm not sure. Maybe they're waiting to see the reception for the new PS4, 5 and Xbox. So yeah.
God, yeah, so much, isn't it? I don't know where I stand on this in my opinion of whether or not it's happening. I could very much see a new Switch happening early 2021, maybe not, because I think that's too close to PS5 and Xbox Series X. I think they want to stay away from that, personally, if I was them. I'd even wait to 2022, personally. And I definitely wouldn't make a console to the point where it then excludes the previous one. And if you're going to do such a big upgrade, then it would exclude it, because there's no point having this upgraded version. And this is just for third parties.
Yeah.
It's just for third parties. And then, I don't know. You need more information. It's too much. It's too up in the air. It could be so many different things.
It's really vague at the minute.
I would, because I only play it portable personally, I would really just like a really good, I don't know, even like an OLED screen, like a really good HDR OLED, 1080p, really good frame rate, like screen on the actual Switch itself, rather than running 4K on a TV, because what's the point of them competing with PS5 and Series X on the TV? Because do you know what I mean? It's like, do their games actually need it?
The thing is, like I don't think they need to really try and compete with the PS5 and the new Xbox Series X, because, like I say, it's just different. It's the idea of a Switch is you can play all these big games, but you can play them portably, which most people do. I know, and it's fun when you do plug it into your TV, but and on the Switch, like I say, I played The Witcher 3 on the Switch, and when you're playing it in a handheld, the graphics look good anyway. You know what I mean? It's not compared to PS4 and Xbox and PC. Obviously, they're not as good. But when you're playing it portable, you can't really tell that much of a difference, because it looks good. You can tell more when you plug it into your TV. But it's the games have got me more excited than the prospect of a new console. If to be honest, as long as I can, like I say, play them. Hopefully there'll be some big announcements.
Yeah, I think what sold it is definitely the games and the portability of it. It's definitely the big selling point of the Switch is the fact that it is a handheld and you're playing console games on a handheld.
And they knew that. That's why they brought out the Switch Lite, which is only handheld.
Exactly, yeah.
So,
exactly. So, maybe they do want to do a pro version to compete a little bit with the PS5. But like I said, I think it's such a different market, and a bit like what you were saying, that they just don't need to. All they need to do is just keep releasing the games. They're making so much money, like we do when we say the top 10 list. Like Animal Crossing is like number one.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I checked this week, but it's like number one again. They're making so much money from their games. All they need to do is there's rumors that they're going to be releasing a Mario collection with like Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy and things like that.
Okay,
like an anniversary package. That's what their big game is going to be. It's this like autumn. So once again, that's going to just sell loads because it's Mario. And then all they've got to do is then release a Zelda next year. Once again, that's going to sell loads. They don't need a new Switch. And then just bring out a Switch 2 in a couple of years. I think it's the better option for them. And then they can just go to a new generation. This is the upgrade. And people can then justify that if they want a new version, these are the new games and the new thing. Rather than do a 2.5, I just don't know how the games would run on their old version. But I don't know. I don't know how they would do it. But
as I say, the information is light on the ground at the minute, so I dare say we'll be coming back to that at some point. So
I'm sure.
Wait and see. Carry on listening.
They'll have to do a direct at some point.
Each
week we keep saying there has to be a new direct. A bit like what we keep saying about Sony and Microsoft. They have to announce the prices of the game.
No, just don't.
It doesn't happen.
No,
it has to be this week. I was quite sure it's going to happen on Saturday at some point during Gamescom. I thought one of them has got to say it, and they didn't.
Nope.
It's wow.
Yeah,
they don't know tomorrow, and we don't
know what they're playing at. Yeah, they just don't care. They just don't.
I know. They are, like you said many times about them playing chicken.
Yeah,
to the point where they're actually literally going to just crash into each other. Not one of them's going to turn. They are literally just going to. It's a car crash.
Yeah, it's I don't know what they're doing, but like I said before, we're not in charge of multi-billion-dollar companies, so maybe I don't know, maybe they know better. So.
I did hear someone say actually, what was a good point was Switch got announced 2 months before it actually got released.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, it's true. Yeah, because I remember listening to podcasts back before it got released, and everyone they was saying exactly the same what we're saying. Because I think it was I can't remember, but there was obviously a code name for it, and they knew it was coming. And I can't remember what it was, the code name for it was, but every week they was talking about it, and then it got announced. I think it got announced in like January, and it got released in March. So and that went well.
One, like Scarlet and Neo and
the what was the Connect was called Project Natal, the code name was Project, I don't know, and I think the GameCube was Project Dolphin, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So,
Morpheus was VR, PlayStation VR. Project VR, Morpheus. So.
Yeah,
what these silly days.
I don't know, just to throw people off, innit? But it's the Switch launch worked out well. You couldn't get them for weeks after, months after even that it come out. So, maybe that's what they just feel like they know they can announce it whenever, and people are still going to buy. So
I think recently that happened as well. I saw an article, I think either last week or the week before, where they said Switches are finally available again.
Yeah, I know during lockdown there was a lot of you couldn't get them, and that's why people were selling. People were selling them on eBay for like stupid money because people wanted them. I think even PS4s and that were like pros were really hard to get hold of. Because of that, everyone's in more, and they're playing more. It's there was a high demand for them. I just
think if I didn't use it so much, I'd be like, should I just sell it?
Yeah,
like there's massive profit on it, but then I use it too much, and I would.
I don't really sell. I don't really sell them. Even if I don't use them, I just kind of put them in storage.
Yeah, just put them in a wardrobe somewhere.
Yeah,
I've got the same at home. Remember just looking at my wardrobe of things I just left there, and it was just my old console, just different PS3s and then the PS2 just standing there, just like, wow, it's just black. plastic just sat there, make up loads of room. What are you going to do with these? What do you do with them? I don't know.
Yeah, think back to your younger self, thinking like if you look into the future and you've got all these consoles just sitting in a cupboard not being used. It's
exactly, yeah. Imagine the PS4 will be that soon. I don't know what we'll do with that.
Yeah,
I said it. I don't know. We'll see. Yep. Anyway, news story number 2 is about Gotham Knights characters will have their own distinct ability trees. Which is not much of a surprise.
No, you kind of expected it. Yeah,
you would kind of expect that. They're going to have their own specific upgrade paths, gear sets, and obviously I imagine costumes and stuff, which you did see in the trailer. They did. I think it was Robin that had 2 different costumes, and I think Batgirl also had 2 different costumes. So that's quite cool. Also, which is not in this article, I also saw that they said it's very much a single player game.
Okay.
And co-op is just an option. Which obviously we were discussing last week of something that we really wanted just to be like a single player game with co-op just being an option. So they have kind of confirmed that, which I'm quite pleased about.
Yeah,
because I did want it to be more of a single player game where you can just have multiplayer or co-op, because it's only 2 players. So I imagine you would call it co-op as just an option. So that's quite cool.
That's like the old Lego games. I think they done it first, didn't they? Where you could just
true,
jump in and out. So you could play on your own, and then if someone was there you wanted to play with, they could just grab a controller, sign in, and then play for a little while, then just jump out, and it didn't affect the game at all. So if it's like that, then that'd be really good.
That's a very good actually analogy to use actually, because even with like Avengers and Batman and even like Suicide Squad, they're all basically like the Lego model, but just look like a AAA game instead. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like a 3D action adventure superhero game. But then you've got co-op as an option. So I'm all down for that. As long as the single player is really fun and co-op is just an option. Like I said last week, it's pretty cool. So
so that's next year, isn't it? That one. So that's
exciting stuff. I can't wait for that game.
I'm actually really excited. The next one, there's a quick one. This one, I'll do 2 in 1. I'll do a 2 for 1. So we've got the PlayStation Plus games were announced for September, and you've got Street Fighter 5 and PUBG. I'll download both of them and add them to my library, but I'm never going to play PUBG. And unless me and you just download it and just piss about in it, I don't know. And Street Fighter. It's
quite bad experience.
Street Fighter, I've never really played Street Fighter. Back in the day, I used to be more of a Tekken player.
I played Tekken.
So Tekken 3 was my favourite one. Street Fighter I've never really played. But if you pay for your subscription, you're going to get it for kind of free. It's a good game to have if you've got mates around, or you just want to have a bit of a muck about or whatever. So I think a few months ago they had Farming Simulator, and a lot of people was moaning about that. So good to say. I'm just kind of, I don't know, like neutral on these games really, because like I say, I'm not a fan of the battle royales and Street Fighters, but they're good. They're good co-op games, well, not co-op, but like couch versus and whatnot. So that's them 2 have been announced, and then we've got Fall Guys has been the most downloaded PlayStation Plus game ever, so doing really well.
Is very impressive.
Really, really well. So I'm not surprised really, again, because this is a fun game, isn't it? You just jump in and quick rounds and muck about. It's a solid game. So it's kind of like,
it must be obviously quite overwhelming for all them. It's an indie studio, they're in London. I never realised they're British.
Oh, are they?
They're British developer. So congratulations to them. And I think PlayStation is definitely pushing it, because I've never seen, I don't know if you noticed when you turned on your PlayStation, on their like the notifications, it said it's your last chance to download this month's PlayStation Plus games.
Oh, okay, is it? Yeah.
I know, I have never noticed them ever say that before.
Yeah.
So they clearly
I've never said that to me. Yeah, I've never seen it.
I've never seen that before.
So they're pushing it.
They're clearly trying to get even more downloads for it. The month is up. But Street Fighter is a really cool game if you're into fighting games, and same as PUBG. So definitely if you're into either of those genres, then yeah, it's a really good gets. But I'm not very good at fighting games, and I'm not very good at battle royale or shooters. So
so
they're both not really for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm similar to you. It's
Yeah,
quite funny how I know it obviously a little bit. Well, it is related, and I haven't put it in the news story this week, but I'm sure there is some news about it. But with the whole Apple Epic thing, I believe Apple are promoting PUBG also on the App Store, which is quite petty. Like Fortnite's biggest competitor, they're now trending as like a downloadable game. I haven't noticed that on the App Store, but apparently that's what Apple are doing. And it's quite funny now. Sony are putting PUBG as a free game on the PlayStation.
Yeah,
which might be like, what are you doing here, Epic? You know?
Yeah, what's happening?
So,
bit of more that you can chew, maybe.
Exactly.
Interesting
stuff. Next story, I suppose we can go on to, is Call of Duty, which kind of did its own separate announcement, and then also it was a part of Gamescom as well. So it announced that it's going to be launching on the 13th of November, which is wow. Many games are coming out in that mid-November kind of window.
Yes.
It's just another one to add to that list. Although not for me, because obviously I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I know.
Call of Duty, but for people that it's a massive game and it's another competitor in that window. And then they obviously released their next gen upgrade path, which is kind of like there's like 3 different versions. I think it's like a standard version. You got an upgrade version, which is only I believe £5 more than the standard version.
Yeah.
I think out of all the ways to do it, I don't think that's a bad thing. If you want it on the next gen, you pay it £5 upgrade, and then I think they got like their deluxe or their gold or whatever.
Yeah, all that one.
Yeah, which is probably a little bit more. I can't remember the pricing. Let's get it up.
So while you're looking at that, I know it says if you pre-order the digital copy, you get access to the beta early on PS4. So I don't know if that is the way I see it. It's only the digital. If you pre-order the digital copy, if you pre-order the disc copy, only the digital you get access to the beta. So don't know. Yeah, people who like to buy discs maybe.
I think that might be just poorly written.
Yeah.
I reckon if you did buy the physical version, they'll give you a code.
You still get it.
Yeah, I don't see. I think you should pre-order it.
Because that's why I noted it down. Yeah, because I thought it was a bit of a maybe a little bit of a slap in the face to people who like me.
Physical,
buy physical.
Possibly they might prefer you to buy it digitally, but that's more a thing that would PlayStation, Xbox would prefer than the actual developer themselves. I found it. So the Ultimate Edition, it's $9.99, like £100.
Whoa! Okay.
Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
So I suppose I'm saying holy shit. If you're into your Call of Duty, then I suppose it's worth it for you.
Yeah, I think there's
extras and stuff. So
there's some people that is the main game. There's the same with FIFA. People have consoles just to buy FIFA every year. Some people have COD. So and it's going to be able to straight off the bat. It's going to be 60 and 120 FPS, I believe.
Yeah, which is quite impressive.
Obviously on the PS5. And the Xbox and the Xbox Series X.
They've not said the Xbox Series X, but
I
think that's just some marketing stuff. It's the same as that they said. Once again, I was like, is this true? But I believe the digital version where you can upgrade for the extra £5, they said that's only for PlayStation.
Okay.
Which is like, wow, like that's a real kick in the teeth if you're on Xbox.
Yeah.
So if you buy the digital edition on the PlayStation, you get the upgrade on PS5, but you don't get that on Xbox.
Okay.
From what I can read.
Yeah, what you've read.
Marketing.
Yeah.
But 4K at 60, 120 frames. On the PS5, that is very impressive.
Yeah, nice. I know. See, when I do play these games, I'm more about the campaign. So the campaign is kind of the original Black Ops. It's a sequel to that. So Black Ops 2, I think, was set years after the first one. It was kind of like futuristic, wasn't it? Like futuristic element. So this is a sequel to the first one, and you got characters in it like I can't remember what his name was. Like Frank, was it Frank? I can't remember one of the characters.
I don't know their names either.
And you had the CIA guy who's voiced by Ed Harris from the first game. I think that character's in it, but it's not. It doesn't. By going by the trailer, it doesn't sound like it's voiced by Ed Harris anymore.
Sure.
So, but yeah, it did look good. I noticed that in the trailer they had a little remote control car bomb, which was obviously a big part of the online one back in the day. Which
I remember Black Ops
I actually
1.
really like that as a perk. Yeah, that was a good perk. So yeah, it does look good. But I'm not going to spend, I don't know, £70 on a game. Like, the campaigns are usually only about 7 hours long, aren't they? So
Yeah.
Unless it used to be.
Yeah.
Used to be worth it because I used to do the campaign. I used to play through it on regular, then do it on veteran, and then obviously spend hours and hours and hours of it online. So you did get your money's worth. Now I don't play online. I'm not really gonna. I'm not gonna buy it. So.
I'm not going to buy it either. Yeah. The only thing I am quite intrigued by is the 4K 120 frames.
Yeah.
And which I imagine they will, if they make Warzone 4K 120 frames on the PS5, I probably will download it just to see
what it's like. Yeah.
4K 120 frames actually looks like.
Yeah.
Because, just saying that, obviously people say, wow, what a massive difference, like the frame rate does.
Yeah.
Me personally, I've never really noticed a big difference, but jumping from 30 frames, which most PS4 Pro games are, but on PS4 games, to be fair, are just 30 frames.
Yeah.
Jump to 120,
it's massive.
it must be quite a noticeable difference, jump to 90 frames, so I would like to see that. So I'm hoping that Warzone will be also 120 frames, so that'd be quite cool if that is the case. I'm obviously going to buy the game because
we're
a big COD fan.
We'll check it when it comes out and we'll look at the reviews and that, and we'll probably mention it when it does get released, But unless someone gives us a code, unless they want to give us a code, then I'll happily play it.
About that.
Yeah, I'll get them on the phone. I'm mates with them, so I'll phone them up after this.
They ain't got much of a fan base called Due It doesn't sell very well.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure they're open to letting other podcasts.
Dave,
two people that don't play the game.
Yeah,
like we're the perfect people to view it.
This is the perfect people to do it. Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll phone up. I'll phone up Dave Activision, and I'm getting to give me a code. That's right.
Brad that doesn't play the game. Yeah.
Yeah. This is how to get me. See, then I'll go back to it. I used to be a loyal customer, so I actually, like I said last week, I went to a midnight launch for Black Ops, the first one. So
really, okay, well,
yeah. And then I was in the queue for game, and they was like trying to I was with my brother, and I was like, "Oh, look at them! They're trying to upsell you. Like, oh, do you want this mic? Do you want this all that?" And I was like, "I ain't falling for it. I ain't getting nothing. I'm getting the game, and that's it." He come over. He was like, "Oh, can I interest you in anything like this?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "Oh, what about this?" Like, it was like this. I was supposed to be like a special ops mic, so it was like a throat mic that goes round your neck, and you get a little earpiece that goes in. And I was like, actually, yeah, it looks really cool, and I ended up buying one. So
did you really?
I did, yeah. It's really good though. It was a really good mic, to be fair. Yeah, but yeah,
it sounds like something that you would do.
Yeah, you
really
put it in your throat.
Was he trying to upsell me, and then you end up buying it? You're the one person that does buy it. That does sound like a total Brad boot. Yeah, definitely got me. So, but yeah, good mic. It broke in the end, but it worked for years. So yeah, it's good one. Okay.
What other news have we got here?
Some Xboxy stuff. Xbox One.
Oh yeah, so we've got the they're going to like a new user interface for the Xbox One and Series Xbox One and Xbox One X. I get confused about
Series X.
The Xbox One X is the one that's at now, and Xbox One. And then Series X is the new one, yeah. So they're going to bring out a new user interface for the Xbox One and the Xbox One X.
No, Series X.
Oh, is it just the Series X?
This is they're calling it a UX, but I would call it a UI. Yeah. But the UX is for the Series X, but then they're also going to introduce Xbox One as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so I was getting confused about the whole Xbox One, because you've got the Xbox One, that's what I've got, and then you've got the Xbox One X, and then the new one is the Xbox Series X.
Oh, why so why don't you just make it simple? Know. Like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. It's very simple. You know where you stand. Yeah,
they like to complicate it, but yeah, so we knew obviously a new console, so the Series X was going to get a nice fresh looking UX or UI, but they're also putting it onto the Xbox as well, Xbox One,
which
interesting. is going to be good because, like I said, I don't know if it's last week or a few weeks ago, I don't like the UI on the Xbox One. I think it's terrible.
Yeah.
But like when we was talking earlier on, you said is this another reason not to
get a Series X.
Series X, yeah. Yeah, at the minute it would seem that there's really not much point. Obviously, down the line when they bring out all the new, all their exclusives, and they're only going to be on the Series X, then yeah. But at the moment, yeah, is there much call for it? I don't know.
You're going to get it early on the Xbox Wired article. So for anybody that wants to view the UX, because obviously it's more of a visual thing. It's on the Xbox website called Xbox Wired. But at the top it says on the summary, August 2020 Xbox One update is here for an improvement guide. So
okay, so it's on there now. So if I'd have actually turned on my Xbox in the last week, I would have seen it.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, and there's another story as well with the Xbox. So Halo Infinite
soon to all customers, so maybe it's not yet. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't imagine them bringing it out before. I dare say it would launch the same time as the Series X, wouldn't it? I imagine.
That'd
make
presume
much sense,
so,
yeah.
But who knows what Xbox are doing?
Yeah.
Everything they seem to do, I don't think makes any sense. So
yeah, there's another story about Halo Infinite. No plans to delay until 2022, which I didn't even know was a thing, and remove Xbox One support. So this must have been a rumours going around saying they're going to hold it back and not bring it out on the Xbox One.
Yeah,
but apparently,
quite a while. I saw the rumours on Twitter and stuff. About
yeah, so they're saying in a tweet response, the 434 community manager John, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Junzizek, I don't know if that's right.
That's enough attempt.
Said that there are no plans to change the 2021 release, and obviously what devices is going to be available for. So I hope they don't. I hope that's true, because I want to play it on the Xbox One, because I've got Game Pass and an Xbox One. So.
Sure.
But yeah, if it does get pushed back to 2022, it must be it must be 2 years after the Series X launches. It must be really bad. It must be in a right bad shape. So yeah, just,
I think it will come out in 2021, and I think it will be early 2021. But just because, why even show it at your event and put yourself in this position? It's so embarrassing. It's already embarrassing that you had to delay it in the first place, to delay it by another year, and then lie and say it's not going to be an Xbox One. That's just criminal. It's really unforgivable, and people are 343 someone should lose their job for that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Now,
it's like you're already failed. This was your launch game, and then to do it 2 years later.
2 years, yeah.
Oh, don't. That is just, someone will lose their job over that, which is quite, I don't know, not great, but yeah. Wow, that's shocking. Yeah. And I did hear the rumours, because the reason why they said he had to drop the Xbox One was because they were saying that the game couldn't handle the frame rate.
Okay.
Because the Xbox One is too, obviously it's not as powerful as the Series X and the Xbox One X.
Yeah.
But they could handle the frame rate or keeping it at a certain standard, but the Xbox One couldn't. Because you've got to think it's quite a big gap between the original Xbox One to the Series X. And that's why, once again, it's like, they keep saying they're not holding games back, but clearly it's going to.
A little bit, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because at the minute the Xbox One X is supposed to be, that's the powerfulest console out, isn't it? That's what they say. That's why they flogged it as. Yep. But they've actually stopped making them. You can't get them no more. So, well, you can get them still, but they've stopped production of them. So
okay, yeah, because of the Series X.
I hope it does still come out on Xbox One, because I want to play it and give it a little review for the show. Give it a little Brad's impression. But if it comes out on the Series X and I ain't got one, then there's going to be no impression, because I'm not going to play it. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. No, it will come out on the Xbox One. They can't make that kind of commitment and it not come out, even if they come out at different times.
Yeah. I
could see that potentially happen if they kind of said, "This is the best version. We can get this out. Just let it come out on the Xbox Series X."
Yeah,
and then it later comes to Xbox One.
To be fair,
as a principle thing, I think that makes sense anyway.
Yeah, if I was playing it on
day one, get it on Series X, and then if you haven't got the Series X, then you got to wait. I don't know. 3 months.
Yeah,
you get to play on Xbox. I don't know.
But if I was playing it on the Xbox One, I wouldn't have any expectations of it looking as good as it was on the Xbox Series X. I'm not I wouldn't be, kicking off on Twitter saying why doesn't it look as good? Because it's obviously not going to look as good. So
yeah, there'll be a lot of people. Trust me.
So I don't know. Yeah, it's common sense, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We say there's no way they can do it, but
yeah. Although it ain't a part of the news, but just saying what you said about it looking better, not looking better. It made me. I was kind of thinking about it the other day because I saw quite a bit of backlash with Control with their whole Ultimate Edition.
Okay, yeah.
And it made me think about some of these editions where they are charging it, and I don't think it's ever been made clear because obviously, apparently, all Series X and PlayStation 5 is backwards compatible with PS4 and Xbox One.
Okay, yeah.
So are these ones that are saying they're upgrades, they're clearly going to look better?
Yeah.
So some of the ones that are saying the PS5 version is free, is that still an upgrade, or is just the PS4 game you can just now play on the PS5?
Play on PS5, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, is there a difference? Are the ones that say you're getting this chargeable upgrade, but are they all upgrades?
Yeah, yeah. You'd like to think you'd be able to notice the difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, and if everything's backwards compatible, you would we assume you'd think there'd have to be an upgrade for it to be an upgrade. They'd actually have to upgrade something for it to count as an upgrade.
So obviously, okay, it's come out too soon, so it won't be in the window. But for something like a Control, you should be able to play it on your PS5 because of backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
You just play the PS4 version.
Yeah.
No upgrade. It just looks exactly the same as it would do if you were playing on a PS4.
You're just playing it on a different system, yeah.
Exactly. But if you bought the Ultimate Edition, you bought this upgraded version, there should be some, I don't know, maybe it's now in 4K, 60, 120, whatever the frame rate, you should see some improvement.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. If you're paying for the upgrade, there should be an upgrade involved, not just basically the old game, but you're playing it on a new console. Yeah. No, I totally agree with you there.
When we're going to get
I just kind of assumed that would mean
be the case. Yeah. But they've not made that clear. It's like we're all presuming, like, I don't know. I guess it will be because obviously Cyberpunk and CG Projekt Red are pretty good with this stuff, but they're just saying obviously you can pay the PS4 and the PS5 version is free. But is there a difference? They never said that, have they?
No.
You know what I mean? It's just like you just get to play it free on the PS5 if you bought it on the PS4.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's no different versions of the game. It's just that is the game. They ain't got like a limited, like, do you know what I mean? There is no deluxe edition of it. There's just the one version of the game. Is it the exact same game that you play on the PS4 will be on the PS5? Will there be actually a visual difference? They've never actually said that.
I completely get where you're coming from. Yeah, hopefully.
You know what I mean? It's like we're all presuming that, oh my god, they're giving it as free and we're giving us this free upgrade, but they never said that. They never. We're just presuming that they will. I can see there's going to be a little bit of backlash for some of these companies saying they're giving you a free version, and it's actually, even with Ubisoft, we're saying that all the PS5 versions are free. Well, they just look the same as the PS4. It's just the same. It's just backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
Get all this goodwill because they think, well, these actual companies will actually bother to make a better version that are actually now charging. They're the ones get the backlash. It's like, well, no, we've actually bothered to
upgrade. Yeah, we're charging you because we have actually put more work in it to make it look and run better. Yeah. No. Oh yeah. Sorry. 2K. We take everything back.
Maybe. I don't know. It's to be seen. Maybe these free versions will be upgrades as well.
Yeah.
It's never been clarified. I don't know.
Yeah.
We just all presume that you will get this upgrade. So
we'll have to.
We'll see. Is that it for the news?
I think that's it for the news. Yeah, I think they have an article we've got here ties in with Gamescom. So we can. Ratchet. Ratchet and Clank. Yeah.
So we'll go on to kind of the first part. We've got two parts of like a main topic. The first part being a little bit of I don't know. We'll just go through Gamescom and a little bit of what we saw and our impressions. I think we'll both agree it was a little bit. I don't know. Expectations might be not set correct.
Yeah, I sent you, didn't I? I said lackluster. That's what I actually texted you. Yeah, it was a bit lackluster, but
maybe that was my fault. I kind of had quite. I don't know.
I think we both did.
One kind of conference, but it definitely wasn't that. And I suppose it was what in a normal year you would expect from a Gamescom.
Yeah,
really, just more announcements of the same things. I guess it's a little bit unfair on Gamescom to say it was not very good, because I suppose it is what Gamescom is. It's not E3. It never has been E3, so or it expected to be. I don't know. Yeah, I think it was more wrong expectations than their fault, I suppose.
There was a lot shown, but not a lot of I don't know, lot of meat, if you know what I mean. Not a lot of hefty stuff. So I don't know if you're a fan of Ratchet and Clank. I've never played one. So
have you not?
No, I've got the other one. I've got the remake they released in my library. So maybe I'll give that a go. Yeah,
you definitely should play it. Are you? Before I start, are you interested in playing this one at all? Or not at all?
Yeah, I'll definitely get it when I get a PS5. Whenever I'm not going to get one at launch, but when I do get one, I will play it because, like obviously the trailer for it, this hopping through worlds looks really innovative, and it does look really good. So definitely want to play it. But yeah, I'm not going to buy one on launch. So yeah.
It's although obviously you can clearly see by the trailer that it's just a fun game to play, and that is the best compliment I can give Ratchet and Clank. It's such like an easygoing, fun game to play. Like watching the trailer just doesn't give it justified actually playing it with all the different silly guns, and it's just a linear game that you can just play and you can just watch the gameplay, and I think it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Once again, although this ain't really, I guess it is a little bit of a marquee big PS5 game, but the fact that this is obviously being shown, and I think this looks loads better than what Halo did graphically. I know it's a different type of style, but you kind of got to think this is not even like this ain't a Spider-Man or a Horizon. This is just another kind of a smaller, I guess, game on the PS5 in terms of like profile, and I think that it looks better than the best Xbox Series X game in terms of profile. Do you know what I mean? It's like kind of shows the levels of where Sony and PlayStation are. Like this, probably third biggest in terms of profile game, and it looks loads better than the best game that Xbox can offer. So yeah, it looks really good. I ain't got really much more to say other than the riffs and the fact of like taking the PS5's ability to load going through each dimension is quite impressive. Watching the trailer back in 4K is very impressive. I watched it back on YouTube on 4K on my TV, and wow, the game
looks good. Yeah,
it looked really good to the point it's like, wow, this is really pretty. So with the colours and stuff. So yeah, if you do have a 4K TV and you can watch it in 4K, I would definitely recommend doing that. But yeah, I don't know if you've got any other thoughts on the game at all.
Not really. Yeah, just like to say, I'm definitely gonna play the other one before I play this, which ain't gonna be playing this for a while. But it's and it's gonna be able to run at 30 and 60 frames per second, doesn't it?
Yes. So, which once again, I know we spoke about. Was it that game or was it another game? Oh, it was Spider-Man, wasn't it? Where it gives you two options, which I was kind of a little bit surprised about. And I don't like that. I don't want to be given the option of frame rate or resolution.
Yeah, just play it the best possible.
Don't give me the option, because I feel like on whatever one I pick, I'm losing out. Yeah. Just pick for me and just make that the game.
Yeah, make it the best looking it can. Yeah. No, I totally agree with you.
I don't want that decision. I don't like that.
Sometimes, too many options can be a detriment. Yeah, it can. It doesn't always
run at 4K 60 actually. Just let it run at 4K 60. I don't. Yeah. Well, I'm saying let it, but obviously it hasn't got the ability. But I would think if Call of Duty, which you would think is a lot more of a graphically taxing game, can do 4K 120.
Yeah.
You would think a first-party game could do at least 4K 60. So I'm a little bit shocked that they're making you choose between either 1080p 60 or 4K 30.
Yeah.
That's not. Maybe it's a launch game, or they're calling it launch window, which whatever that means. Was that February?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They're not saying it's going to be at launch or holiday 2020. But
in the window,
they're saying the launch window. I don't even know what that means. I suppose they could. It could come out in 12 months' time, and they'd be, we're still in the launch window.
Yes, the window is what they set it at. So it's
2023. That is their launch window. Whenever that comes, which I guess it because of the portals and stuff shows the tech a little bit better. But I'm a little bit worried, or I'm a little bit now concerned of that we're not saw Spider-Man, the game that comes out first.
Yeah.
this year we've seen no gameplay. And is it because they presumed everybody knows what it looks like? Just because it's a 1.5 from obviously the other Spider-Man game? But in the game, we already had a Ratchet and Clank game, so that's just...
Well, maybe or they're going to do a separate... Well, maybe they're going to tie that into the launch date announcement, or...
Oh, yeah.
Price.
Was that happening, Brett? You got any inside news there?
Well, hopefully next week. So, every week, we're going to bring, hopefully next week. So, I reckon that must be that one. They've done Ratchet and Clank because they, like you say, it's come out in the window, but not actually on launch. So, they're saving the ones that are launching for a separate thing, maybe.
I'm sure that when they do their own event, they all want to keep that at their own event.
Yeah, exactly.
Launch game, so sure, makes sense whenever that comes.
The next one we've got a lot of these. Next
one is Destiny 2. Do you want to? That was a big Destiny 2.
Oh, okay, you can do Destiny 2 actually. Yeah, you can cover that one. So, your thoughts on that? Because you're a Destiny player on this podcast.
Yeah, definitely. The trailer was pretty cool. I was expecting a little bit more of an announcement, but obviously I suppose they would do their own event, which they did confirm afterwards. They're doing 3 events actually. They're doing each class have got their own event. So I believe they're going first with the Warlock, which is tomorrow on the 1st. Then they're doing one for the Titan, which I believe is either on the 3rd or the 6th or something like that, and then the Hunter's last, which is more annoying because I play as a Hunter, so my class is going to be the last one, which is going to be on the 8th.
Okay.
So they're just doing a whole event about the whole subclass of the new powers and things like that, which the trailer looks cool. I don't know if you did see the trailer. It looks pretty cool, holding new abilities and stuff. It's interesting to see what these new powers it brings to the table, but just waiting for a bigger announcement from them, which I'm sure Bungie would do in their own events. So
again, their own event. They're probably saving that for their own event. So the next one was a launch trailer for Spellbreak, which is a free-to-play spellcasting battle royale, which is available right now on Switch, PC, Xbox, and PS4. Again, not into the battle royales. I think it's coming a really crowded market. Battle royale. Everyone seems to be, going into the old battle royale. So you got COD, and you got like the big hitters out there. You got Fortnite and PUBG, and COD brought their own one out. And what was the other one? Apex Legends. I know that's big. And Overwatch, Outlaws that come out by was it Cliff Bleszinski of Epic. He bought out one called Outlaws. It just kind of died and no one was playing it. So that
I was going to say, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it didn't do very well. So that got announced.
Would you call Overwatch? I wouldn't call Overwatch as a battle royale.
I would. Yeah. Well, not battle royale, but like it's kind of like, I know it's not got the numbers of a battle royale. Yeah, but that was like the precursor,
like a shooter, isn't it?
I know, because that one's a few. I don't even know if people still play that. I don't know if it's still big.
Yeah, I think it's got a big fan base. Yeah, I think it's cool.
So, I know they're like cosplayers.
Obviously, you've got the Ubisoft one that recently launched as well. I can't remember what that's called.
Oh yeah, what was that called?
That's also entered the mix. But this looks like it's probably competing in 2 realms, doesn't it? Because it's a bit cartoony. It's taken away from the Fortnite stuff, and obviously because it's looks like a bit more like hero-y stuff. With
magic and more fantasy.
And watching the trailer of it looks quite cool. Like, if I was into that kind of genre, I might jump in. But a bit like you said.
Well,
I'm not really. But it's free to play.
As I say, they're free to play. So you can always give it. You never know, you might love it. So so that got announced. They didn't make the mistake
which Rocket Arena made, where they was a battle royale, which is once again, like you said, such a crowded genre, and then they charged you for it, and not surprisingly, no one bought it.
Yeah, it didn't go very well. Is that what you got all these free to play ones out there, which has obviously there's monetary options in there, and if you want to spend money on it, you can. But why would you go out and buy one straight up when you can just get all these ones free to play? So
give it 12 months and Fall Guys will be free.
Because I don't know, it's on Steam, isn't it? I think, is it on?
Well, it'll be chargeable on PlayStation next month.
Obviously, so Get it now. I think when's the new one? They usually come out on a Tuesday, don't they? So tomorrow. So it will be tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
sometimes
today
they get delayed. It's like I don't know, sometimes like a couple of weeks in September, and it's still not swapped over. So I'm not sure.
Basically, by the time this goes out, it might be too late for people to download it. So
yeah, well, it's your own fault. You know, you should have got it early.
Sorry, guys.
You got the notification on your PlayStation, so
yeah. I've got the next one here as well. I'll talk about the next one. The next one is a Medal of Honor, which I was excited for because I do like a World War II shooter, but it's in VR, which I don't have. So that kind of
eliminates you.
Kind of killed it for me. It does. You know, I don't really like VR games, if I'm honest, but it does look really good, and I can imagine it being a really immersive experience on the VR. Like it's a good platform to have it on. But so I take it that is EA's, Battlefield. Battlefield. I know it's not Battlefield's Medal of Honor, but that is their this year's first-person shooter.
Well, I've got two things to say about it. One, wow, it was from Respawn again. They seem like the only studio that's working at EA.
Yeah.
Wow, their turnaround is incredible. Like, to bring out Apex Legends, Star Wars Fallen Order, and now a VR game within 12 months. That is
crazy.
Incredible. The crunch, I swear there's going to be not videos, but news stories coming out of that studio about the crunch, because how big Respawn is. But has any other EA studio released anything in the last 12 months other than them? Like, I've seen, do you know what I mean? It seems like the only studios doing anything.
Yeah.
I don't think. Obviously, other than sports stuff, obviously that comes out each year. But wow. Well, good for them. But I think it looks good. It looks impressive. A bit like you, but I try not to judge VR too much, just because it's such early days.
Yeah.
It's going to get better, and this looks like another step once again. It looks like one of the most impressive VR games I've seen. So good for them for making a VR game. I suppose we're getting Star Wars Squadrons as well, which is another. You can play the whole thing in VR, which is quite impressive by EA for doing that as well. So they're pushing VR quite a bit, and I'm sure maybe in 5-10 years time, when VR is completely wireless, really. Just like putting on a pair of glasses and you're in this credible world and you're playing, Cyberpunk in VR, we will be going, wow, VR is the most incredible thing ever. So
this is out on Oculus, isn't it? So it's only on Oculus. So and I don't know, do a lot of people have the Oculus system?
I think it's one of the more popular systems.
So I know Half-Life come out, didn't it? So that was only on Oculus. So that I think that sold a few. And that's supposed to be a really good VR game as well. So
I've heard people that have played it said how good it was and how impressed they were by it. But it's I'm intrigued to see how VR goes. I saw someone say about VR is a failure, or like PSVR is a failure. It's like, no, it's not. It's sold so well, and it's just the beginning. Do you know what I mean? It's just early generations. There will be another version. It will evolve and grow and get bigger. It just needs time. Just allow technology to catch up with itself. Just because it's a little bit. My biggest problem with VR was just setting up of it and the little box you got with it and the wires. Even when I had PSVR, I brought it around George. You saw how many wires. It's just. Such like it's like seeing like an early console in the 80s. It's like this big black box and you're playing. I don't know, the first Mario,
Virtual Boy, Nintendo
Sonic.
Virtual Boy. Yeah,
exactly. Do you know what I mean? That's where we are with VR. So give it 20 years and we'll be playing the PS4. Do you know what I mean? So just wait for that. The next one that was there was. Well, they call it a sneak peek. I suppose it was a little bit of a sneak peek, but it was season 2 of Fall Guys. Which showed that it's being like a medieval thing with wizards and dragons and knights, etc. And they had a few new courses, which I'm sure will be cool. Can't wait to play that. I'm presuming it's free. You don't have to buy like a battle pass to get season 2.
I don't know. I don't know about
how these things work. Is that with Fortnite? Do you have to pay for the next season? I don't know, but Yeah. Well. I don't know. I'm not sure how big I am into the game at the moment. So, if it is free, I'll definitely give it a go, and we'll see.
give that a little a little review. The next one is Corvus. Chorus.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, teaser. It's coming to current gen consoles and PC in 2021, and it's like a sci-fi. It's more sci-fi than it says there. It's more sci-fi than we thought, but I've actually not ever heard of it, so I don't know.
I was going to say I don't remember this teaser.
Yeah,
whatsoever. It's very strange. Yeah.
No, I'm just looking at it now. It's like some sort of space. I think it's like a space combat game.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like we sound like we don't know what we're talking about here, but we don't.
Right.
So that's why. Yeah, it's like a space combat.
Scary one, but reminded me a little bit of Dead Space.
No, it's not that one. This one's like, what's that game?
Oh,
that's
okay.
that massive.
You're in a spaceship.
Yeah, what's that massive PC game where it's like a space fighter?
What, the VR one?
No, not the VR one. There's another one. Oh, we sound like idiots, but I can't remember what it's called.
Valkyrie.
But maybe, I don't know. But yeah,
I don't know.
you got that. Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. That looks quite good.
If you're into
if you're into
I don't know.
Into your RTS, it's the remastered one, and it's coming to Game Pass for PC, obviously. So, although at the end of the trailer it does say Xbox, so I don't know if it's going to be on the Xbox as well. It's kind of a little bit confusing or does it just mean Xbox Game Pass? I don't know.
It says Game Pass for PC.
For PC, yeah, but then right at the end of the trailer it just comes up Xbox, and it's. But I don't know. I don't have a PC powerful enough to play anything like that, so I can't play that one.
Yeah, I'm not into PC gaming either, so yeah. And the next one is Struggling, which was very weird, like some side scroller. It was just strange. I don't know what else to say about that other than I just looked at it and thought these are just weird and very surreal.
PC and Switch, that one.
Yeah,
if people want to look at it,
looked quite good. Was the Lego Star Wars?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought that would have got because I feel like I played them all so many times, like Lego Star Wars.
I was gonna say that. How many times can you bring out the Star Wars trilogy games? Like they just kind of they've done a prequel, they've done the originals, and then they done and
now it's the full saga.
Yeah, there's the full saga. It's like, come on, it's just.
But then I watched the trailer and I was like, this actually looks quite good. I feel like I would want to play this. So
I would. Yeah. This is definitely the kind. I used to get all my Star Wars games on PlayStation Plus when they used to give them to you free each month, and I used to download them on my Vita. Obviously, that won't be happening no more. But that's how I got the majority of the Star Wars games I've played. Lego, sorry, not Star Wars. Sorry, the Lego games I've played are through PlayStation Plus. So,
cool.
Lord of the Rings, and there's a few. I think they've released a few over the years. So, yeah, I won't be invested in this because I just think it's more of the same. I know you got all the last 3 films on there, but yeah, I don't know. They look fun. They're fun to play. Like I say, with the co-op jumping in and out and that. But
yeah, they look fun as well, don't they? They kind of just.
I don't.
The humour as well is just kind of funny with the whole.
Yeah.
It made me laugh with the whole Palpatine scene when he does the lightning and stuff. And
yeah.
It's just the Lego bits, and then he just throws them. There's humour there, which has always been on Lego games, and it's really good. So yeah.
Yeah. What we got next? Do we Lemnis Gate? Lemnis?
Once again, I don't remember this.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's again, but it's a first-person shooter coming to PC in 2021. I'm sorry if we've got any PC listeners out there, but we're more a console-based, podcast. Unless we get a lot of advertising money, neither of us are going to go out and buy a PC. I don't think so.
Even then, I don't know. I haven't got the room for a big PC. The next one, which we've expressed our excitement for quite a few times, and that hasn't wavered at all, is the Mafia I can't speak now. Definitive Edition.
Okay, yep.
Which comes out in September. I can't wait for that game. I ain't got much more to say.
We've spoken about that before as well, haven't we? So
quite interestingly, I tried looking on the pre-ordered list on the PlayStation for this version, and I couldn't find it. It wasn't on there. And then when I looked, I searched for it. It was like an add-on for Mafia 2, because obviously I got Mafia 2.
Oh, really?
So then I was kind of like interested, like, oh, if you don't have Mafia 2, can you still play this? I imagine you can, but for some reason it's coming up as a add-on for me rather than an actual
standalone.
game.
Yeah, because I obviously haven't got that, so I'd need to buy it as a standalone. Yeah,
it'd be interesting if you could look to see if it does come out as
yeah.
a standalone game for you.
I'll have a look on the store later on when I go on. The next one is Override 2 Super Mech League. And it's it
was like Transformers, wasn't it? Like
so it says here, like a fighting game version of Transformers.
Oh,
okay. Again, not really. This is what I said. There's a lot of stuff announced, but there wasn't. For me personally, I know it's subjective, but for me personally, there wasn't a lot of big announcements.
Something that you'd be interested in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Even like the next one, which is Warframe.
Yeah, I know it's got a big following, isn't it? But,
yeah. I did play Warframe when I very first got a PS4 because I just didn't have many other games to play.
Yeah.
But since then, yeah, nothing really. I don't know. I kind of almost forgot the game even existed, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, and we've got 12 minutes. That was
very cool.
Yeah, cast reveal trailer. So it's got James McAvoy in it, Daisy Ridley, and William Dafoe.
Yeah, very cool. The whole time loop thing. I know it's an Xbox exclusive game, so I won't be able to play it. But yeah, very cool.
Very good little Game Pass. Little,
Yeah, you have
download
to try that one out. And
I will do. Yeah, I'll give that a try.
It does look cool. I remember at E3 a few years ago when they first revealed it, and it seemed like a bit of a groundhog thing where you're repeating the same day.
Yeah.
In the same little apartment and stuff, and the view, and it seems very
innovative.
Yeah, if you're just repeating 12 minutes each time, and then change. I don't know. Yeah, it's very. Yeah, I hope it seems clever. I hope there is some kind of clever ending. It's not.
Yeah. Well, when I'll download that, and when it comes out, and I'll give a little review of that.
Is the most EA thing ever.
I know. Yeah.
Star Wars Sims, which is like, why didn't EA just do this sooner? They know they wanted to. Why isn't Star Wars in FIFA?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, why are they putting Star Wars in everything? Because they just want to make money out of it. And
I think they
realise they've got to the end of their agreement with EA, EA and Star Wars with Disney, whatever. Yeah. It's like, let's just get it on everything now. Who cares?
Yeah, let's just pump it out. Let's milk this till it's dry. Yeah, get as much money as we can. Yeah, that's a bit. I'm not gonna even really talk about that because it just looks. Like you say, it's just
absolutely horrible.
It's like when they used to bring out like the Sims packs. I remember when I used to. Back in the day when I was working in a shop, and I used to see all these Sims packs come out from the PC, like Katy Perry a pack and,
really?
and all that. Yeah, and it's just weird. But and then we've got Star Wars Squadrons. So the single player trailer, which looks it looked good. Yeah, I don't know. Is it kind of like the Rogue Squadron games back in the day, innit? But obviously looking a lot better. I don't know if I'm going to go in.
How I feel about it.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
I know you always like to say you're an ex-Star Wars fan, but you still you obviously like Star Wars and stuff, and the history of Star Wars and the original trilogy. I don't know. Is it just me? I just find it really difficult to be excited about this.
Yeah, exactly. I'm exactly the same. Yeah, I just don't know how to feel about it. I don't know. It's just kind of a meh. This kind of a. There's a saying there was all this big talk about his new Star Wars game that was going to come out, and obviously last year we got Jedi Fallen Order, and then this year for it just to be like a space combat game. I don't know. It's the only way I can describe it is meh. I just don't.
Yeah, unless it's a action adventure game, like a Fallen Order or a Force Unleashed or even like a 1313 would be ever, or like even like going back, like when we got the Bounty Hunter game, which I thought was really good when you played Shadow Fair. I thought I really liked that game. And this would get a game like that, or RPG, like a Knights of the Old Republic.
Yep.
Other than those kind of two type of games, it's not really going to get me excited. Just make an action adventure game again. Make another. I'm sure they will make another Fallen Order. and make a Knights of the Old Republic, please.
Yeah,
That's what I
exactly. Yeah.
But I can't wait for the license to come open. I really hope Disney don't stick with EA. I want it to be open. I would even like, I don't know, some other studios to give it a go.
Yeah.
Like even like a Ubisoft. Ubisoft. If you got like a Ubisoft Star Wars game, I would like to see them
really
give it
good.
a go.
Yeah.
Like their, I don't know, like the Fallout team or like Assassin's Creed team, just have it with the Star Wars theme.
Yeah.
Or just give it to another studio that can actually.
Anyone can obviously do maybe potentially do a better job than EA. EA kind of just it's muck up after muck up in it really. So
Sure.
we'll wait and see for that one. When it comes out, we'll look at the reviews and that. And it's not grabbing me.
Yeah. Little Nightmares 2.
Yeah, I've never played the first one. I don't know.
Yeah,
Have you played the first one? No.
No.
I think you can get it on Switch now, so I might get it on Switch if it goes in the sale, see what it's like. I've heard good things about it. Yeah, it's a bit of a...
Is this the one that was made by a really small studio, like Studio 2? This is another game. I feel like Jeff, who obviously presented Opening Night Live, I swear he said this was the one that is a very small studio, like literally has 2 people that's doing it. So,
okay.
which is quite impressive. But yeah, it just looks a little bit... It's just a bit more of a side-scroller indie title, which I generally skip. Teardown, I have to be honest, I don't even remember that, if I'm completely honest with you.
Just looking at a recap trailer now, but no, it's not. I see a lot of these, I think, just kind of brush by. It's an indie game, another indie game. Construction come shooters, which sees you aiming to perform the perfect heist. Okay, so construction, fair
enough. Outriders, which
that looks actually quite good.
It does look quite good. I'm quite surprised it's coming out this year. It seems like a lot of people are sleeping on it.
Yeah.
But, although it doesn't look like your type of game, it does look more closer to a Destiny.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, you get that kind of from the trailer, don't you? Yeah, it looks like a more of a Destiny type.
Borderlands, Destiny.
Yeah.
Kind of, well, it just seems like you've got powers, guns, very similar vibe to these other games. Just
it's great. Yeah, definitely like Destiny. Borderlands. Yeah, definitely got a little the look of Borderlands about it, and it's made by People Can Fly. I think that's the studio, and they're the guys that done Bulletstorm that come out a few years ago. Where you could kind of like kill people. Like, the whole premise of the game was that you can kill people in so many different ways. You used to get points for killing them in more weird and weird ways. It was
maybe like a serial killer.
Yeah, it was like a first person. It was like a first person shooter, kind of like a sci-fi thing. It was quite good actually.
Interesting.
Bulletstorm. I think they got it on. I think that might have been on the PlayStation Plus actually a few months ago, like the remake.
Oh really? Okay.
Maybe. I'm pretty sure that was. I might be wrong. I don't know. Yeah. And then you got Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time.
Which didn't really show you anything. It was more of a.
Yeah.
What did that show you? I don't know.
When is that coming out? Is that? That's this year? Yeah, it's this year, isn't it? Yeah. So October again. Maybe they're saving all the good stuff for We're kind of breaking it down that they're going to announce the PlayStation's going to do a big announcement. I know this is coming out in current gen, but maybe they're saving it for that as well.
Maybe. Was the review at PlayStation? Was it at the PS5 event? It was, wasn't it?
What, the Crash?
Yeah, the first time we saw Crash gameplay. Was that at the PS5 event? I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was as well. Yeah, so
yeah,
they're keeping it close to home. I know.
And then I suppose moving on, it was kind of this middle section that seemed to drag. There's Warhammer, and then there's World of Warcraft stuff.
Yeah.
And that World of Warcraft, is it a TV thing? I don't know what it was, but that went on and on to the point where I actually forgot I was watching the conference. And it did look quite cool, to be fair. I've never played World of Warcraft because I've never been a PC player, but wow, that was so long, wasn't it? It was like an actual episode. How long did it go on for? Like 20 minutes?
It did kind of go on for a bit, yeah. And I was like, because I didn't watch it live, but I was like skimming through that bit because it wasn't.
Was you
yeah,
really? Okay, yeah, I watched
yeah.
it live. I watched the whole thing. I did actually just. I was watching it on my sofa, and I think I got halfway through, and I just started laying down on my sofa just because I got a little bit like, I'm just kind of feel like I'm just watching a program here. And it went on and on. Although it kept me engaged, I was watching it. I was just like,
Yeah.
happening with these angels and stuff. And then probably, I don't know if this was the funniest moment. There was the Walking Dead bridge.
Yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was like, what? It's
Yeah.
that old trailer, and then it went to you're building a bridge for what?
Walking Dead bridge constructors. It's
Wow.
odd. Okay, yeah. Maybe the Walking Dead's getting.
It was so bad, it was laughable. To be fair.
Walking Dead's getting tacked onto onto a lot of stuff now, but
Well, they're trying to make their money while they can. I think it's become well, it's nowhere near as popular as what it was.
No.
So I guess they're trying to cash grab while they can. Another very odd.
I just don't know why. What's the bridges got to do with Walking Dead? I just don't understand what.
Yeah, you tell me.
I just don't know.
I guess zombies going across, and you've got to build a bridge or break the bridge before they cross. I have no idea. Is this a mobile game? I think it's on a mobile. Oh, it's consoles and PC.
Jesus.
I just presumed it was just a mobile game. It's not. It's actually a console game and PC.
Well,
it's a Game Pass game. I'm sure it'll be a Game Pass. I'm sure you can.
Oh yeah, I'll get it. I'll download it and I'll give it a play.
Okay. Well, you've got this very long list of.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm making myself a lot of.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to play here.
Another very strange announcement was the Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future. Him doing the surgery simulator.
Yeah, surgery simulator. Yeah.
It was just strange with the Back to the Future and the music at the beginning. I thought, they're doing a Back to the Future game. And then he came on, the old Doc, and it was nothing to do with Back to the Future whatsoever. It was a complete troll.
Yeah.
And it ended up being this, surgeon game. Strange.
Yeah, no, is that that's VR as well, isn't it? Is it VR?
I assume so. I think it's both. I think it's both. But I don't know. It's on the Epic Game Store. It doesn't say VR.
It's that now on
I'm
Epic
sure it's
Store
both.
apparently. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure it's both.
Yeah.
And then this is maybe when all your hopes died of the Mass Effect.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Mass Effect. I just don't know why there were so many rumours and they had so much. Like I said, there was all this extra merch coming out for it, and there's a lot of talk about it and. Why all that if they wasn't going to bring out a remaster? I just don't get it.
Maybe they will. It's just not this October. It's too late notice now.
So that guy who pre-ordered it, what did he actually really pre-order? He must have just bought the original game or something. I don't know. But yeah, Dragon Age 4. So yeah, we've got a little bit of a behind the scenes of that. So. They got obviously. I think there's some characters coming back from the old games, but I've never played them, so I don't know the relevance of them.
They just showed some artwork, didn't they?
Yeah.
And some developer stuff, and I think they said it's such early days, which is kind of like,
why show it this early?
A bit of that, and also a bit like, I swear you've been saying you've been working on this for years.
Yeah.
As soon as the last Mass Effect came out. And I guess you then released Anthem. What have you been doing since then?
Yeah.
Like, what have you been doing? Because Anthem came out 2 years ago. Been a complete failure to the point where you've added nothing to Anthem. I feel like you should have been working on this for the last 2 years. Obviously, I'm not a developer. I don't know how long these things take. But you would think they're a lot further down the line after 2 years.
Yeah. For it to say it would be such early doors as well.
Games, and every other studio seems to be taking, I don't know, 10 years to just do one game. I don't know, it's very strange. I don't know what's happening in the EA.
No. The next one was an official trailer for The Ancient Gods Part 1, which is a Doom Eternal DLC. I haven't played Doom Eternal. I actually bought the original, like the Doom they bought out in 2016, so I'm gonna play that. So apparently it's supposed to be really good. Yeah. But yeah, that was just a trailer for that. The next one, Awakening, which is coming to PC and next gen consoles, but there's no release date. Again, this is a pre-rendered trailer. No gameplay or nothing. The trailer actually looks quite good.
It does look good, yeah. It's hard to tell, isn't it, when it's just, like you said, a cinematic trailer.
Yeah.
Unknown 9 Awakening. Looks cool. I don't know. You don't know anything about it.
No. And the next one we've already talked about, Call of Duty.
Yep. So the trailer looks really cool.
The trailer, yeah, that's what they sell you on, isn't it? Because like the campaign trailer did look really good. It
does look so cool with Ronald Reagan walking in and stuff.
Yeah.
It looked good.
And like I say,
it looks so impressive as well.
The little remote control car and that one. The next one I was partially watching it while I was building a desk, like the live one. And when they was like world exclusive announcement of like a Switch game, and I was like, oh okay, yeah, cool. And it's just Jurassic Park, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right.
Well, come on now, Brad. There's a lot of Jurassic Park fans out there, you know.
Yeah, I know.
You couldn't wait to play World Evolution, you know.
Yeah, I just don't.
It's not even that. It's the complete edition. It's
not
half edition. They're giving you
a DLC,
you a full game. Right? You need to be grateful that they're giving you the complete. What's that even mean? The complete edition. Has there been one? I suppose it just means
all
the DLC.
Yeah, it's got all the DLC. I imagine. Yeah,
okay.
I assume that's what it means.
I've never heard of this game before.
No. We've got Dirt 5 Playgrounds official trailer. Never played a Dirt game. But that's coming out on PS5 and Xbox Series X. See, this is saying it's coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X on October the 16th, 2021. Sorry, so that's like a year away.
Yep.
Hopefully the PS5 and the Xbox Series X will be out by then. What else we've got? Quantum Error trailer for that.
Don't even remember that game, to be honest.
I'm just gonna breeze through that one. And then you got Scarlet Nexus,
which looks really cool and it's quite up my.
Yeah, so you like anime, yeah. So that is kind of what your.
It's so cool. And once again, I don't like Xbox marketing because Xbox and in the show they made out that it's Xbox only or Xbox exclusive.
Oh, okay, and it's not.
And I've watched a few trailers and gameplay because I was a bit gutted that I wasn't able to play it, and it's on the PS4 and PS5.
Ah, so okay. No. So when's it? It's coming to current gen the next gen. Yeah, but it doesn't say when.
Yeah, so, I think it's next year, 2021. I think.
Okay.
So yeah, that game looks really cool. Really cool. So yeah,
I think that's it now. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was all the game. I know some of them we went into more detail than others, but some of them just kind of just didn't resonate with us.
To us really. Ain't got much else to say. We can talk about what we can talk about.
Yeah, that was Gamescom 2020. No matter, you can say a lot announced, but not really. Not really a lot of filler. So
yeah, which I guess it's our own fault for having the wrong expectations because all the big people doing their own thing. You know, Cyberpunk are doing their own thing. PlayStation are going to keep their own stuff to themselves. Xbox are going to do the same. They've got to show. And obviously, Destiny or Bungie, already said they're going to do their own thing, do a deep dive into their own stuff, and Activision are already doing their own thing with Call of Duty. So then it's like, I guess they're just showing bits and bobs what they could, really. So, it is what it is, really. Briefly, where we go before we go into the next topic, and I kind of wanted to bring it up and maybe get your thoughts, is I don't know if you noticed, not just in the Gamescom, but just in gaming media in general at the moment, is the amount of people that have got these yellow chairs from Cyberpunk, and a lot of merch from Cyberpunk.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed it.
No, not really.
It made me think, like, maybe I guess a lot of developers do it, but then it makes me think, because I saw like IGN during Gamescom gave Cyberpunk like the best game of 2020. It's like it's not even out yet.
Yeah.
And they're all accepting all these gifts from them. All these influencers got these yellow chairs, yellow hoodies, all these boxes. I keep seeing on Twitter like people getting gifts from, and it's like
I saw someone got a.
You're accepting so many gifts from these people. Are you actually going to give them a bad review?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying the game's going to be bad. I'm sure it's going to be good, but there must be some kind of, as people that are about to review a game on Ghost, I would find it a lot more difficult to give it a bad review if I've accepted loads of gifts from them.
It's definitely going to. I would imagine anyway. It's definitely going to skew your criticism if you've kind of like, oh, that was nice enough to send me this, and I've got a code, or I've got like you say, a chair and all these gifts. Yeah, it's definitely going to I would think it would personally skew your review, but you know, this is why we have to believe in gaming journalism integrity. So
yeah, well, is there any?
Yeah.
As a person, I'm being honest, I feel like I would definitely be influenced if I got loads of, not so much a code, I guess they all get codes for reviews, but just getting given a chair and hoodies and all this merch. I'm like, oh wow, like it would definitely alter my opinion. Obviously, I would still probably be honest about it, but I would be a little bit more conscious of being critical.
Yeah.
Especially if I then become like friend. Do you know what I mean? Like criticising your friend, then criticising and being professional. I don't know. I've just quite noticed, and maybe I've noticed it more because it's yellow and it stands out.
It stands out bright, yeah.
I just noticed a lot of people wearing yellow hoodies, yellow chairs, and I'm like, they're all cyberpunk stuff. Like, why pretty much every influencer. I know you watch more of your Australian stuff more than American, but pretty much every American influencer or podcaster or YouTube, like they're all got some kind of cyberpunk merch. I'm like, wow, they're really sending that stuff out. Yeah. So made me think.
Well, see, people, our listeners, they know when we're reviewing a game that we're being honest, because we don't get nothing for free. So we have to spend our own money to buy these games. So it's okay. Yeah, so
to a game that we spent our hard cold cash on.
Yes. So
our time.
At least I got it finished in August. So yeah, Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah. So this is we'll put it out there. We're going to spoil the ending. So this is a spoiler review. So if you don't want to, if you don't want to know about Ghost of Tsushima, then turn off now, because we will be spoiling the end and having a spoiler discussion basically.
Yep.
So
do a little timestamp for this one.
I've just wrote that down. When it starts. So, and I'll do another one when it finishes. So finally got round to completing it, and brilliant game. Thought it was really, obviously I already knew it was a brilliant game from what I played.
That's just a review.
So that's really write that timestamp down. That's that done.
Yeah, that's done. All right, next one. Gaming.
I really, I thought the story was kind of. It didn't feel like it dragged. I kind of feel like it progressed in a really good way.
Sure.
I was upset when my horse died. So obviously.
Yeah, the original horse.
You knew it was going to happen, because they're like, this is a horse you'll keep throughout the game, and it's like, okay, and you knew it was going to die. But like when they kept. Yeah, exactly. They kept that it's running, and then the next bit is walking, and then it cuts. The way they did that was really good. Like in the background, everything's on fire and it's staggering, and then your horse died. So my horse was called Nobu, and it was the black horse, and it died. Okay. That was pretty rough. But then he buried the horse, and it's like, fucking hell, how strong is he for him to like move a horse and like. It's true though, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't remember.
He buried the horse.
Did he really?
On the map you can go to it, and it's grave of a loyal friend or something. So
okay.
Yeah, and then after that you just got this shit brown horse for a little while that you had to use.
Yeah, it seemed a little bit like stray, wasn't it?
Like all scraggly and
feed. Yeah,
just like scraggly horse.
Scraggly horse.
But again, cinematic. Everything about this game is very very cinematic, and the visuals. I know we spoke about this before, but it's such a. I'm going to say beautiful game. Going to say.
I agree. Beautiful.
Yeah. I like the stealthing aspect of it. Most of the time I would charge in there and just cut them up.
Okay, you go samurai style.
Yeah, I'd go samurai style. Honour. Got to have the honour.
Did you have the weather? Was it sunny all the time for you, or was it stormy?
Stormy for me.
So you wasn't. You were fine without honour.
Okay, I was fine without honour.
Depends on if you fought with honour or not. So if it was sunny all the time, it means you were fighting with honour. You didn't fight with honour. It was stormy.
I'm sorry, everyone. I lied. I was a sneaky little assassin. No. What about you? Did you
mine was stormy.
Yeah. It's just easier. It's easier. I did like to. Sometimes I used to sneak into the camps and like kill a few, and then just stand up and be like.
Yeah, because you were doing that. You were being. You had to kill everybody with no ghost weapons.
I was using ghost weapons all the time. So
no ghost weapons, no sneak attacks. it was you had to do just normal katana
samurai stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, no, definitely didn't do it then. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I really like the battle at the end, actually, the way they did it, because obviously with boss games, you know you're going to fight the boss, and then they're going to get the half life, half down, and then they're going to do something else. And this they did. You know, he blew the poison in your face and he ran off. But then you didn't have to duel him again. Like it was just kind of there while you was fighting everyone else.
Sure.
So you could use your ghost weapons on him, like your kunai and the smoke bombs and the sticky bombs, which I thought was really good. But then that's not really the last duel you do, is it? Obviously, the last duel you do is against your uncle. Yep. So I'm interested to know if you let him live or you killed him.
I killed him.
I killed him as well, yeah. I just kind of thought that's what he'd want. You know, that's what he'd...
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted... He said, kill me, let me, die with honour. So I was like, okay, this is what this guy's all about. So, stabbed him right in the guts.
I always sounds funny, but I kind of sometimes think, what would Jin want to do?
Yeah.
And what would my character... And I feel like he would respect his uncle's wishes, because he he made the decision to become the ghost, not to disrespect his uncle, is because he thought that was the necessary thing to save the island.
To save the island and his people,
you know, to stick with their traditions and fight as a samurai. He knew they were going to lose the war. Yeah. And he saw the great good, which is kind of the base of the story. It's just not... It's a superhero origin story, really, isn't it? Yeah. It's just kind of giving up everything that you've got, including his family, clan, and he's now no longer losing his type. What was her name? Sakai? Is it Sakai? Clan Sakai?
Yeah, Clan Sakai.
Jin Sakai, yeah. So, he's obviously lost his estate and everything, and his fortune or whatever, which I'm sure what I'm most interested in, and hear your thoughts actually about the sequel and the possibilities.
Yeah, I think if there is a sequel, maybe it'll be around them. Well, obviously it'd have to be set maybe on the mainland, or I think there would be. I think there's definitely room for a sequel, because obviously he's still alive at the end.
There will 100% be a sequel. I'm just interested in what direction they will take it, whether or not they do the second invasion, because obviously the Mongols do invade again.
I'll do that. Okay.
And when the Mongols do invade again, they do go to Tsushima again, and then there's another little island in between Tsushima and the mainland.
Oh, right.
And then in history, the Mongols go to this little island, take that, and then they actually go to a port, and there's a big battle there where they actually do lose. So I can see the second one being that.
Okay, yeah, maybe, yeah.
Does it have to follow history? I guess it doesn't.
Yeah, kind of creative license.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
I'd be quite interested to see the Shogun come into either Tsushima as well, because obviously where he's now, I guess, the enemy of Japan.
Yeah.
Actually, see like the Japanese army come, and obviously they're obviously going to take away his clan, and obviously where the uncle is now dead. Because it'd be interesting if one of us did choose a different option to see what happens. Because does his uncle then kill himself? Does the uncle have to die? And it just leaves him a bit leaderless, doesn't it? So,
I asked my brother, and he said nothing really. There wasn't really any difference. He just got some different armor at the end of the game.
Option, did he?
So he chose to let him live. Yeah. So I'll ask him though, about like more in depth. But yeah, he said there wasn't much difference. I'm done the main story, and I'm kind of doing the. I'm going for the platinum trophy. I do notice that there is a lot. Maybe too many side missions. Like, I actually done a lot while I was playing, and I had 11 more to do at the end, and I think I've got it down to 3 now. I've got to do 3 more. Yep. And there's a lot, and there's another trophy that just hasn't popped for me. I don't know if it's done for you. There can be only one, and it's the win every duel. Complete every duel in the game. Now, I think I have, unless there's one on the side mission I haven't done, because every mythic quest I've done, I've got the trophy for that. I've done obviously all the Ronin, killed all them, killed the final one, and it still hasn't popped, and I don't know. Okay. I don't know why. Have you got that one? Have you got that trophy?
I haven't got that trophy. I haven't done all the mythic quests.
Okay.
And I haven't done all the personal stories. Now you got the Tsushima Tales.
Yeah, so I've got 3 more of them to do. Yeah, so
okay, and I think there's some jewels in that as far as I'm aware.
I'm hoping so. Yeah, because it'd be really annoying if I do the game, get everything else, and that one stops it.
It must be a side mission. There will be.
Maybe, yeah.
You will get it. Yeah. Have you got the kill? Get the maximum number of kills. Doing like a what do you call it?
The ghost dance. Oh no, as in the
ghost dance.
Yeah, the standoff.
The standoff.
I have. Yeah.
Have you got that? I haven't got that.
You have to fully upgrade the Clan Sakai armor, and upgrade it through the skill tree as well, because then you get to do it 5 times, and that's how you have to do it. You have to do it 5 times. Yeah, so fully upgrade the Clan Sakai armor.
I didn't know that. Thank you for that, because I've been wondering, because I have been doing the standoffs each time now.
Yeah.
And actually literally doing like 3 because I've got the full upgrade.
Yeah, you can do 5.
Why? There's no one else. Like, what else can I do? You got to do 5, and you got to do okay.
So I actually only need 3 trophies now to get the platinum.
Oh wow, you're ahead of me.
So I need to bow at every hidden idol. Like I think like you see the frog ones, right? Don't you?
Yeah.
Like frog. So I need to do that one. Like let's say there can be only one, which must be a Highlander reference for the jewels.
Sure.
And then it is, what's the other one? All the Tales of Tsushima, which I've got 3 more to do. After that,
you'll probably pop both of them at the same time. I'm sure the jewel will be in one of the towers.
Yeah, hopefully. So the only grindy one left, apart from the Tsushima one, Tales of Tsushima, which I said is find all the statues and bow at them. That's going to be a bit of a grind.
All the foxes. Have you done all that? And
done all the foxes, done all the hot springs, done all the bamboo strikes, done all the haikus. Found 20 records, found the artifacts, done all the mythic quests.
You're quite ahead of me. Jeez.
I think this is probably why I didn't finish it before, because I was doing all these little side missions.
Well, you're like the ghost coming last, hasn't he?
So I've got all them. I've got 3 more trophies to get, which I might try and get a couple a few tonight.
Yep.
Because I want to do it now while I'm playing, because if I don't, then I won't never go back to
that's how I feel. I was like, I need to do this before Avengers or before any big game, especially in October. It has to be done in September. If I don't get it done by September, it's not happening. I have to finish it this month, because alright, I'm playing Avengers, fine, I can jump in and out, and then there's Mafia at the end of the month, but then we're going to roll into the October, November, and there's still too many other things that are out, and it will be difficult to play it. So
good game. I feel like the spoiler review
hasn't. Combat.
I really like the combat actually. It's quite. So I didn't have an issue switching through stances. Kind of at the end, it just kind of become like second nature, switching up. I really like the kunais. That kind of, if you was a bit swamped, you could just chuck a few of them, and
they were very cool.
They were really good. I only started using the smoke bombs right at the end, but it was actually really, really effective. So I like that.
Yeah, especially when you got the health thing where you can.
Yeah, you regain health and.
Although when you get quite good at the game, and I feel like I got quite good at the game. There's many duels or fight scenes where there's quite a lot of them, and I never got hit once.
Yeah, you just kind of parry
perfectly and block them, perfectly timed block. Hit them, and then if you did get in trouble, like you said, you can do the kunais, and then you then had the ghost stance, because you then killed everybody by doing that, which is really cool. And then if not, you could do the triangle circle where you killed 3 of them. You did the 3 strikes, which was quite cool. So I really enjoyed the combat. I would like
the combat was good. I think we said this last time when we talked about it. It does make you feel. It makes you feel powerful. You do go into the combat like I don't fuck about. I'm here. I'm gonna
like a superhero.
I'm gonna wreck shit up. So combat was really good. The story, as I say, I think was good. The side quests, there's too many. I feel like they don't need to have that many, really.
Sure.
The mythic quests were good. Obviously, they start off kind of mythical, but then there's like a logical explanation for them. And I really like the Straw Hat Ronin. So obviously, when Yuzo betrays you, and then you have to find there's certain jewels all over the island where you just fight these straw hats, and they can be quite quite
challenging. Some of them are quite challenging. I think his fight was the hardest fight in the whole game. The first time you fight him.
The first time you fought him was really hard, but when you actually fight him and kill him at Castle Tsushima, I didn't think he was that.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It wasn't that hard. No. One of the hardest jewels I had was actually one of the straw hats, and it was the one on near a cliff. I think it was Jewel under autumn leaves. He really, he was quite tough. Yeah. The one in the cave, the one you fought last to complete that mythic quest. He wasn't. I don't think he was hard, but it was good because there was a few jewels where literally I had no more resolve left, so I couldn't heal. And if I got hit one more time, I'd be dead. So, when you beat them and you're like that, you're like, this is.
Yeah, it's good, satisfying that you just do it. I had quite a few fights right at the beginning, which were like that, and then once it got kind of near the end, where you kind of was the ghost and stuff. I kind of never really struggled with any of the duels, to be fair. But at the beginning, I had quite a few where I died quite a few times.
Yeah,
and I think it was me getting used to the gameplay. Like at the beginning, it's a little bit stiff. It wants you to play the way it's telling you to, and as soon as you learn. It then becomes fun, but at the beginning it's a little bit of a learning curve because you've definitely got to play the way it wants you to play, which I think it's intentional because at the beginning when he is on samurai, you have to play and fight like a samurai, and when it's more, even with the ghost, he's a little bit more open, fluid, he's a bit more of a superhero, and it plays like you are a superhero, a bit like you said, so I think it's intentional and it's really fun gameplay.
I think with me with the duels as well, I'm very impatient. This is why I can't play like the Souls games because I can't. I want to get it over and done with. I kind of just want to kill him, so I rush in and then I fuck up and So you need. I had to learn. I had to learn some patience for it. But overall, really good game. Hoping to plat it this week. It's fun.
What do you think of the world?
I thought it was really good.
You said it was beautiful. Is this one of the best open worlds? One of your favourite open worlds?
No, I'd say it was good, but no, I don't think it was one of my favourite. I think like if you look at a Fallout, you kind of stumble across more, I don't know, better stuff like
interesting things.
Interesting things, and this one was kind of because obviously it was grounded in reality.
Visually pretty, wasn't it?
Visually is stunning. But because it's grounded in reality, it was kind of a lot less diverse. You kind of had town, you had the camps, you found some shrines, and if some of them you stumbled across like some some Buddha statues or whatnot. That was quite good, quite nice. But I wouldn't say it was up there with my all-time favourite open world. I think there are some better ones out there. But
I think it's one of the things they can definitely improve in the sequel. I think it's up there. I don't know if it is my favourite. It probably is not my favourite open world, but it's up there. One of the more interesting ones. I think it probably just needs a little bit more things where, like what you said earlier about the sequel, where if it's set on the mainland or a bit more of a actual city and maybe a bit more buildings to climb. And I would like
urbanish, like an ancient Japan, urban setting.
I don't know if they really had any like bigger city. I imagine they did on the mainland, so it'll be a little bit more interesting if you could be climbing things and a little bit more swinging between things with these, with these actual rope swingy
thing,
whatever thingy doodah, whatever it's called. So it'll be quite cool because when you did use it, it was quite fun. And I would like the ability to be able to use it a little bit more, which I'm sure they will probably lean into in the sequel. So it's a very exciting new IP for PlayStation to add to their very good roster of new IPs. Like Horizon. Like Horizon's such a good opening. I'm excited for Horizon 2 because you're going to build on it and then you're going to get better. And the same with this. I can't wait for number 2.
I'm glad
they're going to build.
Definitely. It can only get better and bigger. So I'm glad this was the last. This was the last PlayStation exclusive for the generation. I'm glad they finished with this. It's really good. I enjoyed it.
Only negative I would say, which you obviously, I guess you were saying, is it was quite noticeably, and I know obviously you're not a fan of the game, the story, but visually, Last of Us was a whole nother level, especially like facial animations.
And then
looking at the facial animations in this, after playing The Last of Us, it's like, wow, Last of Us visually
I did notice
impressive. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
yes, I don't know if it was just me but I did notice that some of the voices wasn't syncing properly. So there was a few bits where they was talking, but it wasn't lined up with when like the dialogue.
Okay. I never noticed.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's because I'm playing on like an older, you know.
You were obviously
PlayStation,
you were listening to it in English rather than Japanese?
Yeah, I was English, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, great game. I'm really glad I finished it, and yeah, going to push through to the.
Did you know it was about the visuals though? And, like comparing it to The Last of Us, like it was.
I noticed. Yeah, I could definitely. That is one of the bit of visuals I did notice is like the facial animations and like my brown scraggly horse kind of looked a bit shit as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really ever see any like you know. Like the graphics pop in and out. That didn't really happen a lot. I think it happened once or twice.
Sure.
Most of the time it run alright. But yeah, definitely compared to The Last of Us, it wasn't as.
Yeah, although it's kind of hard, but you know, because I think Last of Us Part 2 or any Naughty Dog game, they're just they're just on a whole other level to everybody else in terms of just them, their engine, their graphics.
It's really impressive what they did do though, like you know, story wise and graphically. Like say.
You talking about The Last of Us?
No, Ghost. Ghost. Like just like the little lanterns they have in the water when you're fighting someone in the cave, and that Ronin guy in the cave that move out your way, and just like the trees, like when all the leaves are blowing down, and all the different, the different colours and that. It was visual, but I totally agree with what you're saying about the facial animations. Yeah,
and it's very pretty. It's very
brown, scraggly horse.
Yeah, it's the first thing I noticed about the game is how beautiful and visually it looks, and a bit like you. But when you compare it to The Last of Us, it's like, wow, Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
But they're on another level to everything else. Like, let's be honest. Like, Ghost of Tsushima looks far better, in my opinion, than Halo does on the Series X.
Yeah.
Which is supposed to be a next gen game. So
next gen, they kind of dropped. They really shouldn't have released that trailer because everyone.
I know that. What was the creature at the end? I don't know what it was, but it just looked like a grey gorilla, didn't it? It just really like it looks like a PS3 game.
It's bad.
I'm not surprised that they delayed it. Wow.
Is that the end of spoiler talk for Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah.
I'll write a little timestamp down now. People are getting a sneak peek at the end, at the behind the scenes of what we talk about. It wasn't like an in-depth like spoiler because we've talked about it before. It was just mainly like our thoughts of the ending and wasn't it really? So yeah.
Just overall sort of the game. To be fair, in the story. Yeah. Any characters that you like specifically? Did you like Jin?
I like Jin. Yeah, I thought Jin was good. I liked Taka.
Yeah, she was good.
Yeah. But yeah.
How did you feel when that brother died?
Yeah, I knew it was going to happen because I knew, like, when he's saying he wasn't going to kill Jin, and he wasn't going to run. So yeah, you could call that it was going to happen. And
the mission afterwards was quite cool when you had all the
Ronin come in.
And stuff. And there was quite loads of them, and you had to fight them.
Yeah.
That was quite cool.
That's a lot of kunai got used then. I tell you.
Oh yeah, really,
I was just chucking them out willy nilly. I was just like, and I had the charm in as well. I had a charm in my charm slot. You throw an extra blade, so I was just checking.
I've got that as well. Yeah. Did you ever use the wind chime?
Yeah, I used the wind chimes. Yeah,
I never used them once, and I never used the black powder once.
Yeah, I used the wind chime and I used the firecrackers because I really like the.
I never used them.
Yeah, I really like the chain assassination, so you could kill up to 3 people with assassination. So you get one, and then it's kind of like the standoff, and you press triangle, you do another, and you press it again, and he stabs another. And just the animation for that was really good.
Sure.
So I did. Yeah, I used wind chime and firecrackers a lot. Yeah, I would say I didn't use stealth. It turns out I use stealth a lot. So so,
I used stealth quite a bit as well, to be fair. And then it was a little bit in and out because I was kind of, like I said, because I was confident that he would never die in any battle. Yeah. So if I did get caught, it was like, I'll kill you all this way. You know what I mean? There was no like, I need to sneak because I'm going to be overwhelmed, I'm going to die. I never felt like that. There was no consequences, which is like, maybe, I don't know, I found it a little bit easy after a while, but well, you have to change his timestamp now. Yeah,
I know. I'm going to write it down again now. Yeah, so so
the real ending.
Yeah, the real ending. Yeah, because we don't want to keep that in. So yeah, that was we stopped talking about it now. So
that's the end. Yeah. So Thanks for spoiling that Jin dies at the end and there's no sequel.
Oh no!
Okay,
yeah.
so.
Oh, actually, let me talk about it again. I'll change the timestamp again. One way I thought it could end. I thought if Jin does sacrifice himself or his uncle does kill him, that it could be like someone else would find the mask of the ghost, and like anyone could like it could be like anyone could be the ghost because it's more of a.
You want it to end in like the Last Jedi.
Well, no, I don't want that.
Anybody could be this.
Yeah, no. It's kind of like anyone. It's more of a concept than a. Obviously, you'd have to be like a skilled fighter, but anyone could be. There could be a load of ghosts like messing up with the Mongols, but yeah, the way it did end was good as well.
Yeah, maybe they will be the next one. Maybe they will train people. Now it's going to be a bit like Brotherhood, where the next one you're going to actually have like assassins and stuff, and
yeah, maybe, yeah, you don't know. Right, let's change that timestamp again.
I'm quite excited about the prospect of the sequel, of what direction they take it. There's so many possibilities, and I think the sequel is definitely going to be better than this one, which is quite good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the next section we've got is.
You sure you don't want to go in for the fourth time?
No, that's it now. It's locked in.
Yeah.
So this day in gaming. So the 31st of August, the day we're recording now, in the US. So it's a US release. Final Fantasy VII got released.
Oh.
So yeah, on the PS1. So yeah, back in back in the heady days of '97. I don't know if you ever played the original Final Fantasy. Oh, you bought it, didn't you, on Switch? So you've been playing it?
I did on the Switch, yes.
Yeah, you've been playing it. Is it good?
I have not played it, no.
Oh, I played it on the PS1 years ago, but I only played. Actually, I think I had like a demo, so it was like obviously not the full games, like a few hours of a game I was playing it. But I would have been 10 when it got released, so I would have been playing it, I don't know, when it was about maybe 11 or 12. And it just didn't grab me. I was kind of like, oh, it doesn't actually seem very good.
Sure.
But I would like
was too young for it as well. Same as Zelda, Ocarina of Time, which came out similar time period. And they're quite compared.
Yeah, Ocarina of Time I really liked, and I've got on that one a lot more than Final Fantasy, but yeah, I didn't ever really play. I want to play on the remake because it looks really good. I've heard a lot of good things. I actually saw on the store the other day about and I saw it was like £9, and I was like, it can't be. I know it was during the sale, and I was like, it can't be £9, but it wasn't. It was like an upgrade pack. You could, you had to buy the actual game, and then you could buy an upgrade pack for it.
Yeah, upgrade pack to the deluxe edition.
Yeah, I saw it, but so that got released in 1997. And had a Metacritic score of 92. Sorry, it's got a Metacritic score of 92, and a user score of 9.1. So obviously, everyone knows Final Fantasy VII is one of the most loved RPG. I've got a couple of quotes actually. It's got PlayStation's Final Fantasy VII may be the last word in RPG gaming. So that's one. And wow. I would have to say that this is the best role-playing game I've ever played in my life, bar none. That was another one. So. Big fan base.
It's got such a big fan base, isn't it? And I think it's all the Final Fantasy is the one that's most beloved. And if I was going to ever play one, it was going to be this one. Obviously, I played the remake. I never actually finished the remake, but I'm right at the end for people that have beat it, and I will go back and finish it. And then I did buy the Switch version, just because two things: one, it was on sale on the Switch, and two, I had coins. To use up, and they were going to expire at the end of the month, so I had to buy something. And I thought, why not?
Get that? Yeah, exactly. It's an iconic game.
And it seems like part 2 of the remake is probably going to take years because Square likes to take their time with everything.
Well, exactly. Yeah, you don't even know, do you? You don't even know when it's coming out. They still say they're going to make it, but there's a lot of people saying that it's not going to happen. It's just, I think
it will happen, but it's going to take like what? I don't know.
Wasn't it like 2015 when this one got really announced? I think it was EA 2015 or 2016 that it got first announced. So
I think it's
a long time. Yeah,
I think it's longer than
5 years. It might be like 2014 or something.
Yeah, no, I feel like it was like close to eight, something like ridiculous.
Yeah, stupid.
Like, where it kept like it's got to be coming, and it just never did. And I remember seeing like traders because obviously it's always at the PlayStation conference every E3. Not every E3, but whenever it was at E3, it was always at the PlayStation one, which I always watched. And obviously, whenever they did show little teasers, it was like everybody used to go,
goes for it, yeah.
And it was like, okay, this looks cool. Obviously, I have no connections with Final Fantasy, so Yeah, it's similar to that with what's the Disney one that they do?
What's it called? I know what you mean.
Kingdom? Seven Kingdom?
Kingdom, yeah. Oh, again, we sound like idiots. Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's another one that seems to have got.
Yeah.
Well, it took like 10 years. So yeah.
Yeah.
The Japanese Square side of things, they just, I don't know.
Like to take the time.
They do.
But yeah, if you did want to buy the original, because I've put this on my this day in gaming, and I'll go to mobygames.com to find this information out. So yeah, there's on eBay you can buy the PS1 version of the game in the UK, because we're in the UK, for $19.99, which if you wanted to kick it old school.
On what platform?
PS1.
Okay, well that's very unuseful for everybody.
Well, I like to bring Well, no, it's just if I can.
You're going to be more useful to tell people how much it is on the PS4.
No, fuck it. No, if I can, I will find this day in gaming. So I go for the original.
Right,
so
that's
original. So yeah, that's this week's this day in gaming. Hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
We've actually
absolutely useless information.
We've actually got a letter before we do our outro and social. We've got well, not a letter. We've got a letter. Someone sent me a letter through the post. We got we got a question, and it's not gaming related, but it is related to us. Someone wants to know. So Ashley from Essex wants to know how your fan is. Did you ever get your fan? And is it good?
Did I? Oh, my Dyson fan.
Yeah, your Dyson fan. Yeah.
No, I never got my Dyson fan.
Oh, okay. So you can't even review it because you didn't get it.
No, I can't review it. I never got it. Well, one, it's out of stock, so I can't. It's out of stock everywhere, I suppose, because it's summer. We're coming to the end of summer now, so yeah, it'll probably be in stock in October when no one wants a fan.
But you bought it already. So what? They just didn't have it to send it out. You bought it and then they didn't have it to send to you, or?
Well, they couldn't find me apparently.
Yeah.
And then, I ordered two things. I ordered a closed error, and then I ordered a fan.
Yeah.
And they lost the fan. They admitted that they lost the fan.
Okay.
And they sent the error. They lost the error, and then the fan they decided to send back.
Oh right. Okay.
They attempted so many times. And the driver kept saying I wasn't there when I was at home.
Yeah.
A couple of times they were delivering it to the wrong place. And so they just decided to give me my money back. And they said, "Oh, you can now reorder it."
And you can't.
And looked and went, "Oh no, you can't. It's actually out of stock." Okay.
Yeah, I hate it when it happens. Yeah,
back. They're like, "No, it's out of stock."
Yeah, it's gone. That's gone now. Yeah, someone else has got that. Yeah.
So that's and he was like, "Oh, well, I guess that's problem solved then, since you're giving your money back." I was like, "Well, no, that hasn't."
I wanted a fan.
I want my fan. I don't want my money back. I want my fan. You haven't sold anything. I don't know if they thought I was trying it.
Yeah.
No, like when someone gets the item,
gets it and then they say they haven't.
Their money back. I was like, well, no, that hasn't solved anything. Well, in some ways, I did kind of wish I did get it and I got a free fan. They did get my money back. So,
didn't get either. You didn't get both things you ordered. You got neither. So I
got neither. I started putting the wrong postcode because apparently my building, because it's on the corner, it's got two postcodes. So I tried. I can't remember what I ordered. I ordered something the other day. It might have been on Amazon, and I put the wrong postcode, and it actually came. It actually got
it turned up.
And I actually ordered my error again. That's it. I ordered my error with the wrong postcode, and it actually come to my address. So I'm gonna order things that were the wrong postcode.
Yeah, using the wrong postcode. Yeah,
it's just stupid, but it's working. So
that was our first question. So that's exciting.
It was exciting. Nothing to do with games at all. Yeah.
No,
talking about exciting stuff. I've booked a couple of days off because it's bank holiday, so I had Friday off.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And the fire alarm started going off in the building.
All right.
And it was kind of like, first of all, I think I was playing my PlayStation, I had my headset on, I was like, what's this sound? I wasn't cooking or anything. I was like, is that my fire alarms going off for no reason? No, we just can't tell.
Yeah.
Just don't know where it's coming from. And after a while, I was like, okay, it's not in my apartment. It's outside. It's just going to stop. Probably someone else's, but it seems quite loud. And it got to 10 minutes, okay, this is not turning off. What's going on? So then I went to my front door. I suppose so, but I was like, I got to 15 minutes. I was like, okay, what am I supposed to do? And it still was going off, and I was like, okay. but I'm sure it's going to go off any minute now. I don't really want to leave. It was raining, by the way, Friday as well.
Yeah.
It was like absolutely torrential rain outside. I was like, I don't really want to stand outside. I know it's a fire. It's like live risking. But I was kind of like, is it really a fire? I was looking out the window, couldn't see anything. I was at the door, I don't know, it just seemed like there was no fire, just an alarm going off. So then I called my mum, as you do, you know.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, can you see a fire? Like, what's going on? Is there anybody outside? Is people standing outside? I was like, no, I guess I should check. So then I went outside and I tried calling the number that was like for the building.
Yeah.
But because it was after 5, they were actually closed. So they didn't answer.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, building management. So I was like, do I actually call the fire brigade? Is this like what you do in this situation?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm really unsure. Am I pestering them by saying an alarm? So I thought in the end I called the fire brigade.
Yeah.
And so I went outside, stood outside. I called, is it 112 or whatever it is?
Yeah.
I was going to say 911, but that's America, isn't it?
Yeah.
I called 112. Asked for fire brigade. I was like, wow, this is kind of exciting. I've never done this before.
Why come you did phone 999?
I don't know. It was 2 options. I feel like 999 is like an emergency, and I didn't feel like it was an emergency.
Is it?
I don't know what's the difference. What is
I think mate, I don't know actually. Yeah, I know 111 is the NHS.
Call an emergency.
Actual emergency. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought this is just the number for, I don't know, fire brigade. So I called them, and I gave them my address. Next thing you know, 4 fire engines turns up.
Jesus.
And the alarm just turns off.
Oh, so you look like you was
I was just like, oh shit, well.
So you was the only one standing outside. You're the only one who phoned them, and you just looked like an absolute, a real building was on fire at that time. So
I wasn't the only one, because another girl came out. She was like, she said she had the day off also. She was like in her pajamas. So I started talking to my neighbour. Obviously, I guess it's how you get to know people.
Yeah, there you go.
Tragedy. And then we went around the front. We saw that there was quite a few other people. And it turns out there was a guy. What happened? Apparently, it's a guy set fire to his desk.
Oh, right.
Put the fire out.
Yeah.
But then couldn't turn off the fire alarms. And apparently there was a code to turn it off. And he put the code wrong 3 times, which sent all the alarms off in the building.
Oh, okay.
And they tried calling the building manager, and they couldn't get through to him. And apparently all that. And then they were trying to mess around with this code. And in the end, I was just like, I'm just going to go back.
Yeah.
Being like, there was loads of people. There was like 4 fire engines, all dramatic, just for this alarm. I was just like, so back to my apartment now. So exciting stuff for Friday.
Exciting. Well, you should have said that at the beginning. You should have said what you've been up to this week. You should have said phoning, escaping building.
The end is for people that actually stuck with us for 2 hours. They get
a little bonus.
Bonus episode.
Yeah.
So
Reese's flats on fire. So just
well, it wasn't
crazy.
really what I wanted, because like I said, it was just after 5. I was about to start my dinner, and
you standing in the rain.
Yeah, I was just like, this is really inconvenient. I just
It's
wanted
fire.
to do my
It's
dinner.
inconvenient.
I was hungry. I didn't want to stand outside. Do I really? That's why I was kind of very reluctant to be like, do I have to go?
Yeah.
Then I wanted to cook some rice, but then I spilt all the rice over the floor. So then I just all this dry rice just went everywhere over my floor. I was just like, this is a really shit Friday.
You know what you should have done? You should have just gone to work. It sounds like you should have just gone to work.
It was after 5, so I would have been home anyway. Yeah. So I wouldn't have avoided it. Although it wouldn't have been funny just to come home and all this shit was happening. And just like,
outside,
what's fucking happened? Have I been robbed? I would have thought that at fire engine. So
Oh mate, well that sounds dreadful if I'm honest with you. But it's just.
I'm going to be honest with you. It could easily be the next Die Hard movie. It will be the next Die Hard.
Yeah.
Die Hard 5 or 6. Bruce Willis is going to come to my building. It was a terrorist attack with the building, I don't know, some kind of, some Russian terrorist or something.
In Sheffield.
Yeah, took over the building. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely, what can you say?
Watch out, 2022.
Yeah, okay. I'll wait with bated breath for that film. Right, so now is the part of the show. We've had our first letter. We've had Reese's intense fire story. So now we do our outro. Sorry.
We've got the podcast from the beginning.
Intro. Oh, okay, welcome to the. We've got what we're playing, but we've already said it. I'm going to be trying to get the plat. You're going to be going on Avengers,
Yep.
I think we're both going to watch The Boys, which comes out this week on Amazon.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait
so,
for that. Yeah,
we're both watching that.
Yep.
And then, you have a little thoughts of Avengers next week. Remember, we come new episodes every Wednesday. So wherever you get your podcast, look for the feed to be updated on a Wednesday. And like and subscribe on whatever platform you listen to your podcast from, which would be great. Tell a friend if you like what you hear. That's a good way of growing the podcast organically. And you can follow us at Twitter at PTPlayerspod. Gmail is ptplayerspod@gmail.com, and Facebook is the Part-Time Players Podcast. And thanks for listening. Like we say every week, we do really appreciate. We're not just saying it. We do appreciate that we actually don't send this out into the void. It just no one listens. We do appreciate people.
Even bother to listen to it makes me
exactly.
think, what kind of person are you?
Oh no! See, what you've done there. You've insulted our listeners. So it's just
no. Thank you so much if you've bothered to listen to us for this long.
Really we're both really appreciative, and it gives us something to look forward to on a Monday when we record.
Yep.
So,
definitely. Yeah. It gives us both a really good hobby. We like talking about games, as you can probably tell. We can ramble on for 2 hours each week. But hopefully one week we can actually talk about the PS5 and Xbox Series X.
One day.
Prices and release date. One day.
Maybe next week. We're going to say next week again.
Next week, yeah.
Yeah.
One of the weeks. It's got to happen.
Yeah. It's got to be.
Although I saw a rumour that, once again, it's a bit like you with the whole Mass Effect thing. Just because you want it to happen, you just believe